And we are back with another Melikaliki Laka version of the Square Table Degenerates. Happy summertime. Happy beach. We only got a little bit of summer left, so we got to fucking enjoy it. We're joined today by a guy who exudes beach. Don't say it because he used to look like a whale. It's Mr. Dino. How are you today, buddy?
I prefer the term land manatee. That's my go-to. No,
It's a
listen,
mammal.
in all honesty, I am a huge fan of the beach. I am not a fan of deep water that I can't see in. That is very scary.
Well, I mean, what about deep water you can see in? I mean, some of the places
Sure.
we were just at, dude, the Virgin Islands, man, they were fucking beautiful. Like, and you could see down 30, 40 feet, you know what I mean?
So there's a place, anyone who's traveled, you'll know there's an island off the coast of Greece called Corfu. In Greek, it's called Kerkida because we're not losers. We know how to speak. So that island, it has a very quick drop off, but the water is crystal clear. You can look. The one place where I was swimming is called Palio Castitza. It's Old Little Castle is the name if anyone wants to look it up. But that, like, you're looking probably 200 meters down, you can see crystal clearly, and you're like, there's sharks there. But they don't come up. They're like, no, that's not how, like, even when you go deep sea fishing, I'm like, unless you're going at dusk or dawn, what's up, Connie? You know, you're not catching anything. That's not what fish do. Fish go down. They do not, they are no interested in what you're doing. Unless you start bleeding, and even then, probably not. You probably deserve to die.
Well, dude, at the beach, we were at Secret Harbor Resort in St. Thomas. I got the St. John's shirt on because we visited St. John's. I already got a St. John's shirt, so or I already got a St. Thomas shirt, so I wasn't gonna buy another one, but so I bought a St. John's shirt. But like the resort we were at was called Secret Harbor Resort, and there was like fish there, right? The resort on the beach, and there was a stingray who would come up. You could see a stingray and shit. It was really cool, dude. Like that was when Jimmy loves it, dude. When we left, he was crying, bro. He's like, oh, you know how it is, man. He has to go back to school soon and shit like that. But he's like, we got to come back from my birthday. I was like, well, we'll see. Because like, man,
it's listen. But that's the thing is you there's a difference between actually what's up, Sandog? Actually going there for vacation versus living there, right? Like that's the hardest part, right? Because vacation, you can have a vacation at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you Uber Eats every meal, you don't do any of your chores, and you just sit there in like one of those frog pools with your nuts getting cooled down, right? What's up, Jules? But like that's the thing is it's different when you go there, people clean, everything's spotless, you just walk around and do your thing. It's the idea of vacation, right? Like that's the whole benefit to it, where it's you know, who doesn't want to be on vacation? But if you live there, it's a whole other world.
Oh, there's no way. I mean, that's the downside of it is that, dude, the prices for everything are fucking through the roof. I mean, it's
oh, for sure.
You got to have I mean, we didn't rent a car, so we took a cab everywhere. I mean, just the minimum to get anywhere was $20,
which is a nightmare.
I was there $20 back. You know, a couple times it was $30. You know, so I probably spent fucking $300 on cabs at least. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, how much is can you, number one, so can you rent a car, and is it viable? Like, are the roads good? Because I remember going to a few places where I'm like, I would not drive on those roads. Like
the roads are pretty. I mean, you can rent cars. Yeah. I can't rent cars because I don't have a valid credit card. But you know, normal people can rent cars.
Yeah.
But the roads are so crazy, dude. They're like, because they wanted to keep the austereness of the place or whatever and make it, you know, whatnot. So the roads are very winding, extremely hilly. Like like being from, you know, this area, dude, we're subject to snow and cold and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see you know, these roads, like this wouldn't last up in Cleveland or Toronto or whatever. But it's like, you know, they don't have snow, so they don't have to worry about it. But they're still so hilly, and then they drive on the other side of the road, and there's chickens everywhere. So it's I mean, could I drive there? Sure. Would I want to? Not really. I just let the locals do it, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand that. Like I had the same thing in Bahamas. I was like, it was nice and everything, but at the same time, what's up, Lone Wolf? It's more so that you're like, I don't know what the rules are, and also too, I'm not gonna get shaken down. I'm like, I'll just take a cab. I don't want to have to worry about it. Because if you try and shake me down, I'll punch you in the face. Like I have zero interest in that. I've had people try and shake me down, and I'm like, shake me down, go for it. I was 500 pounds. I'll eat you. I don't give a shit.
Oh, what, they stop you and just ask you for extra shit?
No, they're like, well, there are rules here. I'm like, okay, charge me. Let's go arrest me. And they're like, no, we don't, we don't want to ruin your vacation. I'm like, no, ruin it. Let's go to the judge, both of us. Come on. And then they're like, oh, why are you causing such problems? I'm like, I'll smack the shit out of you, you cheap little bitch. Right? Just because, yeah, no, people see that and they're like, oh, I'm gonna get some money. I'm like, nah, I ain't giving shit. I'm like, no, you think I'm a white boy? Nah, son, I will cut you. I don't give a shit.
Luch, what's up, Dorito? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's dude, it's just so expensive. Like, I mean, to go out to eat, because I'm not going to tell the kids, oh, you can't get this when we're on a vacation where I'm sunk in cost. I'm already fucking in thousands. I'm not going to go all the way to Virgin Islands. Like, oh, you can't get the upgrade, or you can't get that $3 drink because I'm a cheap. And so you got to do it just to have fun. But man, dude, after a while, fucking
it hurts.
$40 a meal, then tipping, and $34 a meal, then tipping. It shit gets pricey, bro.
It really does. It really does. Now, were you at a place? Did it have any inclusive food, or what did you have to pay for everything?
There was no inclusive food. It didn't really bother me though, because we had a full kitchen, so you can go shopping if you want. And we made burgers a couple times, made steak the one time. So that part's nice. And the thing I love about the beach, and we can get into some pictures here, dude, is that this beach especially is that fucking the views. I mean, the beach is right there. Like you are on the beach.
That makes a huge difference. Was it a hotel or like an Airbnb? Like, how did it?
No, it's a resort. It's a whole hotel.
Get your face out of the picture so we can enjoy them, you gross bastard.
All right. All right. Now here is the. This is when I first got there. This is the view from the balcony, dude. Right here. This
how big of a balcony? Like 2 seats, 1 seat? Like how? Was it a Romeo Juliet balcony where you could just?
Oh, it's a good size. It's like almost like a porch. It's not really. It's fuck. You can see 4 out there and a grill and another 4. I mean, it's a pretty.
Big so like a terrace.
This is it right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's me right there and leaning on the balcony.
God, why do you have to ruin every picture with your face?
Oh, I know, dude. If you don't like looking at me, guys, look away because there's a lot of pictures of me.
Bro, that's a big balcony. That's nice.
Yeah, dude. That's literally right outside the window. And you said no smoking on the thing, but I smoked there anyways.
Everyone will smoke there. It's more so they don't want you throwing butts off of it. That's what's the bigger issue.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I'm on the 3rd floor too, dude. So it's like nobody's gonna see that shit.
No. You just got to be mindful and not be an asshole.
And that water is just so freaking. This is from the restaurant.
Nice.
The Sunny Sunset Grill restaurant. There's it at Sunset.
Nice.
There's just so freaking. I mean, a lot of these pictures are, you see the beach. If you don't
God, there's an ape. There's a gorilla on the beach in that last picture. Holy crap!
Well, they're native gorillas. Native gorillas.
Jesus, that's a fucking cryptid right there, everyone. If you're looking for a white ape, it's right there. Okay, it's apparently in the American Virgin Islands, and it's hunting people on the beach.
There's Jimmy at the Pink Barbie pierogi. Am I going backwards? No, I don't. No, we're going forward. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's the beach. Yeah, this view is the view itself.
That's a beautiful view.
Like, how could you not? I mean, I literally would just sit out in the balcony and just look at that for an hour. I mean, you hear the waves crash, and it's fucking serene, dude. I mean, how could you not?
Definitely love it. It's gorgeous.
And this was where was this at? I think I was just outside. Oh, this is in downtown St. Thomas. This was what is this? Oh, this is what chicken, I think. I know that was a fuck up. Here was a chicken. There's chickens everywhere, dude. Wait till you see these chickens.
Oh, yeah.
We're here in St. Thomas, in the Virgin Islands, and they have chickens that are wild. They just run around. So like 5, 6 of them, they just run around. They're like pigeons back in Cleveland.
Did you steal a chicken?
They're cute. Nikki says we gotta stop harassing them, but I like chickens. If this is a boy, I'm gonna name him Chuck. If it's a girl, it's Andrea. That's I got a chicken in the selfie. A lot of chickens there. This was
having chickens as the domestic nuisance is better than pigeons and or cats or dogs. That's
100%, dude. Because it's like you'll be sitting in the restaurant and the chicken will come up, whatever. But it's funny though, because like I think it's the only place I could think of where like you can sit there and order something on the menu and that thing will just walk up and beg for food. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's fine. Right. That's fair. Bro, so you had access to a how were groceries? Expensive, not expensive?
They are about 2 to 3 times ish more expensive than they are
Okay.
here.
That's fine.
Which is
Yeah,
fair. 'Cause I
that's
found this funny. It said fresh food and it was just all beer.
it's fresh.
Right. That shit's fresh as hell. This is Sunny Days ice cream. This is where we went for I think I zoom in on some of these. They have I'm not a drinker, but you can get look at all these different sundaes you can get with
adult and virgin. Oh, in case you want to get fat and maybe a little touched in the wiener. I like it.
Right. But they got some crazy ones. Walk the plank. Bushwhacker. I love it. As the kids enjoying their ice cream. I think it would kill me if she knew. This is our first day of groceries before we found the main mart. This water, man. I can't stop. Sorry, you guys. This video is all vertical and shit, but it is what it is.
They're called shorts, everyone. It's how you get viewers. Jesus, no, man, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Also, too, were they cleaning up the beach on a daily basis? Like, was there any? Because I know there's an issue in Florida. There's also some issues in Mexico and Cancun with regards to seaweed. Jesus, that's the gorilla again. Oh my God.
Beach gorilla alert. No, there was never any issues like that, bro. It was just
nice.
It always fancied Haiti. Haiti actually has some good views from what I've seen, some decent beaches.
Haiti isn't for human trafficking. Jesus, people, just go to the Dominican. It's right next door.
That's a good topic though. Like, I really do like the fact that it is an American territory. Like, it's seamless. You go there, you come back. You do have to go through customs on the way back, which is kind of weird. Because the guy was asking me like, "Oh, why don't you have things for the kids?" I was like, "Dude, they're 13 and 14. I'm gonna get a passport soon." But like, nobody told me into this. So, come here.
You need to. It's customs technically, just because you're crossing a open water border, right? But it's not. You don't need a passport. You don't need all that stuff. That's man, fair.
Oh, look at that water, bro. Fuck,
beautiful.
I love it.
Did they have a pool as well, or no?
Yes, they did have a pool. We spent quite a bit of time at the pool because Nikki likes the pool more than the beach. Yeah, she likes both. But I mean, Jimmy likes the pool. Jimmy really likes swimming, dude. So he really liked the pool. And the pool is kind of a little bit of a walk to get up there, but I mean, it is what it is. Fucking me, it's a hilly. Yeah. The pool views. We'll get to the pool here in a second. There's me and Nikki.
Nice.
And the beach.
She's running from a land.
It's my daughter running from a beach gorilla.
That's fair.
Here's the pool right here.
Yeah. Your son shows no fear in the face of the beach gorilla. He's like, that's it. I'll fight it. No problem.
This is when the beach gorilla went up to land.
That's hey.
Then the beach gorilla got in the hot tub at the pool.
Oh, nice. They have a hot tub too. That's really awesome. That's
right.
Really nice.
The only thing about the pool is not many people came by. There was like 1 or 2 families every time we were there, but
yeah, that's fine.
Don't let the day count. You really don't matter. Anything you do will not change the shit situation that you're in.
Well, that's nice.
That's a good piece of advice.
I'm glad you're positive in your travels there, Joey.
Well, when I gotta give you some backstory on that. When I saw somebody just fucking with those positive quotes. I was like, I gotta make a funny anti-positive quote with the beach in the background.
Yeah.
This is when the chickens were crossing the road.
See what happens.
I think the one chicken does cross the road right here.
Hey guys.
Maybe he doesn't actually. I can't remember.
Why did you do it?
All right, some of these are gay. This is a resort cat. There was 2 resort cats. There was this black cat and there was an orange cat.
Yeah, probably fought with the chickens.
Yeah, they walked right through the resort. Chilling.
Nice.
There's the room itself. There's a sunset view. Oh,
that's beautiful, man.
God,
I'm glad you had a great time. I've never been to the Virgin Islands. I've been a body of water without human excrement or radioactive waste. I know, right? Like,
it's so serene. I mean, the money you pay for random things like, food and whatever the high cost stuff, it just makes up for it. And the views and the awesomeness and the what's up, Wep? Wep's in the building. Sean Bond's in the house too. What's up, guys? It just makes up for it. The views and the crystal clear water. You got 800 pictures of Joey Edibles, but I mean, look at that, dude. Fuck.
I'm trying to find out where the U.S. Virgin Islands are. Or there's Puerto
Rico. If you go to Puerto Rico, it's like east of Puerto Rico. It's like right east of Puerto Rico.
So I've been to Dominican. I've been to Cuba. I have been to where else? I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to San Andreas. I've been to Mexico
and
the Bahamas. Yeah, San Andreas is It's an island off the coast of Nicaragua, but it is actually owned by Colombia, and it is gorgeous.
There's a good shot of the patio right there. There's
Oh, that's a nice patio, man. You know
Right?
what? See, this is the thing. I would also recommend anyone who goes on vacation, take the time, sit on the patio in the ocean breeze, and try and read a book. I've been trying to rekindle my love of books. And it's like, bro, my attention span is dead. And I'm like, it will take me 10 minutes just to get through a few pages. And then I'm like, I kind of start to get into a rhythm. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta go do shit now. So
Yeah, you can see a little right
That's
there.
nice.
The little non-smoking thing. What I did. The kids got like these cups,
yeah.
these pudding cups. So I just dumped a little bit of water there and used it as an ashtray. Nobody said anything. So
I think it's more so they don't want you smoking in the room, and
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want you making like, you know what? Because people are pieces of shit, right? They'll just ash out right on the fucking white tile, and you're like, why are you such an asshole, right? Like that's a horrible thing.
this is the whole resort.
That's beautiful, man. That's a
Like-
nice. How big was the resort?
Decent size. There's four buildings.
4 buildings. Say 2,
probably-
3 floors each building.
Yeah, 3/4 each building. Probably, I don't know.
Is this-
a building, a couple hundred?
And you also went midweek, right? So
We
Less-
went over the weekend too.
was it? Okay.
We came in midweek.
Where? What? What? 7 days? 10 days? How long did
We
you
were
go?
6 days. 6 days.
6 days. Nice.
This
That's
kid's
beautiful,
playing.
bro.
I know. I love this ones of the kids in the background of the sunset, just looking out the water. This is the night swim. It's a
You
night.
went
beach
in
swim.
nighttime? Oh, get fucked.
Oh, you don't
I'm
like
not-
swimming at night? I love the night swimming. Dude, we would meet up
So-
every
in a-
day at sunset. We would meet up.
In a
Me and the kids
pool?
swimming. We were there.
Sure.
We were hanging all the time, but we did the first couple nights, but like the last 3-4 nights we were there, we meet up at sunset just for a swim and just hang out there for like an hour, just talk. I mean, a couple hours. It
So
was just
people
fun.
listen. So people understand. Okay, if you want to go swimming in a pool at night, that's a wonderful experience. It's very calming. It's very good. Now, if you go into the ocean, okay, what you don't realize is we live in a wonderful, beautiful society with buildings and locked doors and all these things. In the real world, okay, which is outside of here, if you are in the water or outside of closed doors after dark, you are now part of the food chain. So don't listen to Joey because you will get eaten by all sorts of random things. Don't do that. Okay, just don't. Just,
That's a good shot right there too.
bro, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. So hold
thing
on,
I like
is that
too is
your
that-
building? Are you is this the other side of the resort? Is that your building?
Yeah,
top
yeah.
floor?
My building is the building right there in the
okay.
shot is building 4. Mine's one over from that.
Okay,
but
okay.
This is like the non-fish part of the beach. If you look by that one building that's in the shot right there,
Yeah.
probably like from that point to about the halfway point there is where all the fish and stuff usually kick it.
Oh,
and
cool.
this is the part. I mean, the fish go everywhere, but they're mainly in the one spot. Here's it.
That it's a weird thing that fish do, but they have their specific places for hanging out, and I think it's just a biological, like there's food there, so that's where they hang out, right? Like that's their, because especially if boats are on the other side, they won't go there because boats will cause a lot of silt and dirt to get turned up, right?
All right, so the building
That's a beautiful
farthest
bitch.
to right, building farthest to right is building 4. The building right to the left of that is building 3, and then the far upper left unit is my unit. And
Okay, law. So literally like almost right in the middle, but on the other side of the building, right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
That was cool. Yeah, that's
beautiful.
awesome.
And I put
Fine.
this is a
You
guy who looks
convinced-
like
You convinced the beach gorilla to put on a shirt.
put on a
That's what
shirt. I saw this. This was Mountain Gay. They had a liquor there. I tagged my buddy and then on Facebook. It made me laugh.
Super gay.
Super gay. This was St. John's. No, wait, Moe's. No, this is downtown St. Thomas. Not downtown St. Thomas, but this is St. Thomas. Just around there. There was a whole bunch of chickens in this one. Hold on. We're here in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, and there's a bunch of chickens. Look, it's starting to rain too, so I don't know. There's a whole gaggle of them. What's a group of chickens called? A finesse of chickens right here.
Finesse of chickens. What the
Complete finesse
hell?
of chickens.
Look at the size of that cock.
Why you gotta ruin my video now? I can't play it for fucking kids, bro. Look at all these chickens.
What? It's chicken.
Buck, 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 buck.
A brood or flock? It's
Okay.
a brood of chickens.
I like- I like it.
Finesse. Get the fuck out.
Finesse. I don't know where they came from. Yeah, but they're just all over, man. This one was
I think they should get my attention.
They're not bad size though, but that will help with regards to bugs and stuff like that, right? Like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually they're chickens are good to have around. Small poultry are definitely beneficial to your ecosystem, people.
that one's funny. A couple of noodles over the water.
Hey,
Classy,
so
yet sophisticated.
how bad were like going out to eat and stuff? So okay, you got to give me a point of reference because pricing is a little bit different for both of us. Not only you guys have a lot more cheaper food than we do, but also the exchange. So a normal meal out with the kids is how much for you?
I mean, it depends if what they drink. If they get specialty drinks like a shake or something or a smoothie, it's a little bit more. If we're just getting water,
Give me an average.
I mean, you 40 bucks ish, and then tip, brings up to 55 or so. So probably about 50 to 60 bucks, I would say.
And that's in Ohio or there?
That's there for going out to eat.
In Ohio, it's how much?
Yeah, probably 30 to 40, depending. I mean, a lot of it depends where we go too.
Like a 20% increase. That's pretty reasonable, right? Like as things go. And may I ask did you try McDonald's while you were there?
I didn't. I couldn't find it. I didn't have no fast food the entire time we were there, dude. Not once.
That's fantastic, though. That's good for your health, right?
It is. It really is, man.
How? Here's a question for you, Joey. Was there a limit with regards to, like, were there just like a hot dog stand, but like how reasonable was it to access cheap food? Like, I'll tell you why is because even when I go to Greece, like I'll find a good Yito place and then I'll just go make friends with the guy and I'm like, I'll just have a Yito for dinner and that's it, right? Like, and that was like back in the day. Now I'm sure it's like $19,000 or some stupid shit. But
well, I mean, they had grocery marts. There was a place called Moe's. It was kind of like a supermarket.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the prices were. I mean, considering they had to take it to the island, it was reasonable. If you wanted to cook, you could get by and do it, cheaper.
Yeah.
But when we wanted to go, because you get the kid, I don't want to cook all the time. It's vacation, like you said. You want people to do stuff for you. So
it's more, you don't want to do dishes. Did you have because it's a hotel? So did they come in and clean her room daily too? Like
they would, but I didn't really need it. I mean, we just don't because we had it was the big size room. The kitchen was really nice. The kitchen, it was a full kitchen, like full dishwasher, stove, everything. So that's part was
really cool, bro.
So amazing.
That's you know what? That's hard to find too, right? That's pretty lucrative.
For the beach being right there is what made it worth it. I mean, you just get
100%.
Go to the beach. Because like you go to some resorts, you got to get a cab to the beach and this and that. And, it's because going to the beach, you got to be real too. There's it's not easy sometimes. I say not easy, like there's sand everywhere. You got to have certain shit.
Oh no. No. If you're going on vacation on the beach, the worst you can do is across the street from the beach. That's reasonable. But if you're like, oh, it's a 10-minute ride, get fucked. Don't do that. Unless you're not if you're not a beach person, which is totally fine.
There's
and you want to be
really like a sunset on a beach.
I really feel like you should have used one of those backgrounds where it's like you coming up on you and you're like, oh my god, there's a gorilla. It would have been funny. I just think it'd be funny. But yeah, like if you're not a beach person, stay wherever. But if you're a beach person, across the street or on the beach, that's it. Those are your two limitations. Or it has to have a shuttle that goes because that shuttle will be covered in sand, right?
Oh,
like, I don't.
Yeah, you get that shit in a rental car. Can you imagine? Fuck.
Oh god, they're gonna charge you like $900 just to clean it, the bastards.
Well, and also too, it's like if you get the rental car, you get all that sand and shit. You're gonna have to pay to park too at the Lice beaches. There was no parking that entire island, bro. I mean, it's like.
Yeah.
Fucking,
why would you waste your fucking area on parking? Like that's retarded.
That's how you do it, bro. Yeah, that hammock was pretty cool. I like that. They have hammocks all around the resort too. You can just relax in them.
So whereabouts were you? Okay, so I see Henry E. Rolson Airport. I'm looking at the map. That's why.
It should be Henry Cyril Airport or whatever it's called. It's on the east end of St. Thomas. So go to the far east.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the east
Park Beach. There's Buck Island Reef National Monument, Point Udall, St. Croix East End Marine Park, Solitude, Southgate Farm, Christianstad.
Well, it's St. Charlotte Amelie is the name of the town. Hold on, I think Dorito wants to join us. Stand by.
Fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, Dorito. He's the worst.
Fuck Dorito. Hold on. Yeah, stand by, Dorito. I'm gonna drop it for you. Hold on. There we go.
Food Town
Yes.
Supermarket, Seaside Market in Delhi. Hey, they got some places. Tamarind Reef Beach. Cheeseburgers in America Paradise. I feel like you went to that restaurant. Don't.
We
don't
didn't
lie.
actually. We only went to a couple restaurants, and then we're pretty much all the same style, like right there by the ocean, kind of open patio concept deal. You know what I mean?
The Buccaneer Beach and Golf Resort, or Hotel on the Cay.
If you just scroll the coast and look for Secret Harbor, that's the beach. I mean, it's a pretty prominent beach.
It's called Secret Harbor.
Yeah.
Prune Beach. That doesn't sound good.
I think Elizabeth Town or some shit. Elizabeth something.
There's one every like fucking 10 meters. So I'm just trying to go through all of them. Night
Right.
Bay, Teague Bay, Cotton Garden, Whale Point. What was the name again? Sorry.
Secret Harbor.
Secret Harbor. And is it south or north?
It's south, I believe.
South,
We didn't see
okay,
the
that's
sun-
right. I
we
was
didn't see the
looking-
sunrise at all. Oh God, look at that water. I want to go back. Well, I mean, that's you're touching on the living thing. Yeah, there's no way I could live in a place like this. No, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love going there on vacation, but I couldn't. You get stir crazy, dude. I mean, how many times? I mean, if you're living on the beach, I guess, and you had that kind of money like that, but even then, dude, like,
you need a certain level of comfort and patience. Like you have to be a certain age category too to be able to go to that and be like, yeah, I'm cool. All right.
this was the ferry to. Oh, no, this is the party boat. That's right.
Oh, nice.
It's just a bunch of views. Saw that cool boat, the Pineapple Express. I heard Dorito. I heard the boop.
Boop.
Welcome to the party, Dorito.
What's happening? And Dino.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why it's got to be this way, man, but just because you lost the weight of me doesn't mean fuck Dorito. We got to get rid of him, okay? We're shedding weight, not bros here.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. My bad. That's on me. That's on
Okay,
me.
cool.
That's
Okay,
fair.
we're
That's- Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
The kids got sick of selfies after a while.
What was the rules on weed, by the way, Joey?
Oh, weed is legal. So
Okay,
I brought my own weed and I smoked it there. I didn't overthink it. I just put it.
And nobody
I went
gave a
to
shit.
Amazon. I went
Like-
to I put it in check bags. I went to Amazon. I typed in smell-proof bags, and I got a little bag and put the weed in there. Just put it in my check bag, folded it in a towel, and got it there. Got it back. I brought way too much. I'll tell you that. I brought a lot of weed, like a lot.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
Shut up.
Joey, man.
Hey, man, I'm glad you had a good time.
I brought it back with me because I had so much.
You brought it back with you. You're like, you know what? I've tempted fate a little less. I'm going to tempt fate a little bit more. And,
Yeah.
God, you know what kind of fucking shit they give us at the border? They're like, do you have any marijuana on you? And you're like, no. They're like, are you sure? And you're like,
Hey, this is the boat. This is when you're on the party boat. They pull up to the dock. This guy right here brings you pizza, and then you just leave. It's kind of cool, actually.
God, that's
literally-
actually pretty fucking wild.
Right? You literally stop there for 2 seconds. The guy brings like 8 pizzas, and you just leave.
That's fine. Like realistically, that is a good
Hold on,
time.
hold on.
You're missing memories, Joey. You got a
Hold
gap
on,
in your memory.
I got out of the fucking. Where's that? Where's that? Hold on. God, where was I at? Did we see all this? Yes, we did. Yes. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's St. John's when you pull up. St. John's is really pretty, dude. St. John's is the national park part, so it's like all. If you want to see the turtles and shit, all that, and the scuba, you can go scuba anywhere, but St. John's.
At least there wasn't wind. That's nice. So, Joey, I was looking at the other U.S. Virgin Island, not the one that you were on. So I found
Oh,
it.
you were looking at St. John's. I did not see any cows there, livestock. I did not.
Get lost, really? No cows. So you saw
Yeah.
chickens, cats. Did you see dogs?
I didn't see wild dogs. I saw dogs, but not. We saw iguanas,
Okay.
There was a couple donkeys on St. John's.
Nah,
obviously
well, everybody
shit.
got to work.
Shit tons of chickens everywhere you go. There's fucking chickens. You can't get around the chickens. We saw the 2 resort cats, a couple iguanas. When we were at this place, we're gonna get to it here soon in the picture slideshow we got going. But there's a place called Peace Hill, and we saw all the little shell crabs because they put on the little shells and go to the beaches. Oh, it was adorable, dude.
Yeah.
They
No,
loved it.
cool. Hey, man. Here's a what the hell is that, Joey?
This is just in the picture roll. This is what my daughter bought for her son for his 3rd birthday.
Oh, I thought it was a toilet seat at first.
It's a pretty intense cake, bro. I don't even want to know how much.
That is a very intense cake. There's a lot going on in there.
I mean, you got Spidey. Well, first of all, you got Spidey.
That
fucking
kid better
Captain
go to
America.
university. Hey, if he's getting cakes like that, he better be going to university. Okay, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
this kid better be a fucking boxer or MMA or something with cakes like that, bro.
Something.
This is where is it? Oh, this is back at the St. Thomas at the resort.
Hello, this is the St. Thomas police from the beach. We found a friend with a big sack of marijuana in his backpack going on the plane.
Get more ice cream. This is
We're
the.
not gonna let him go back now. He's
I
ours.
just took a picture of this because I couldn't think of nothing more virgin than extra virgin olive oil on the Virgin Islands.
Hey,
So-
there you go.
Pretty.
It's Pompeian too.
Right. It's from Italy. This was a steak I was cooking. All right. What was? Oh, this is the iguana.
That looks more like a pork chop.
Or no, this is the
Save up
gecko.
to 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, Gecko.
You too could save
Not
up to
bad.
15% or more on car insurance.
This was the ferry. That's a 15-minute ferry video. We're not going to watch that. This is when we got to St. John's. Beach in St. John's. Beach in St. John's. Beautiful. This is the main market when you first walk off the boat. Franklin A. Powell Park. We did see one. I did see a tweaker. There was the guy he had to have been on crack. He had to have been. I mean, it's kind of sad. I didn't like film him or record him or anything, but I did see one.
Yeah.
And the guy said, so there's a little bit of a problem with it. I'm not going to say it was bad. I didn't see it all the time. Once or twice, whatever. I see a lot more in Cleveland. Let's put it like that.
That's fair.
Cruise Bay. This was the
Tweakers.
here was the main
did,
chicken.
Did you
This-
get the vibe that people like there were a lot of chickens, but they would like take the chickens and be like, "Well, we're having chicken tonight." Like, was there
I don't think
any?
you do that. I don't think you do that. I think it's a
do that.
different style of chicken. Maybe it's not edible.
Maybe,
know what I mean?
who knows? Who knows?
I mean, it might be edible, but I mean, maybe it's the law too. You just can't eat the chickens. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's possible.
I doubt it, dude. Come on, meow. You're gonna see a freaking chicken around, dude, and you want some chicken for dinner, bro?
Oh, if you're hard up, I'm eating the chicken. There's no.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're whatever, yeah, you can probably do it on the beach. But
We're gonna have some jerk chicken on the beach.
well, it's not like you can slaughter a chicken and debeak a chicken and not have it be noticed. I mean, there's a quite box sound. I mean,
Yeah.
the views from St. John's are fucking amazing, dude. They
No, it's
really are.
beautiful.
This was on the way up. They're the one lookout spot you could take pictures at. This is Peace Hill. It's a big hike. What I found funny, it said no nudity is prohibited. They don't want people going up in this fucking remote ass fucking thing, and this is a walk.
And
It's
showing
right
their wiener. Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
fine. How about lady wiener? Is lady wiener okay, or just?
It just says nudity is prohibited, so they keep it to all sexes, trans, whatever. Nobody can show their wieners or vaginas or whatever they got down there. This is part of the walk up to Peace. I was going to record the whole thing, and I got really tired of holding it, so I was like, "Fuck that."
Lap. What up, bro? Hey, Lep, another person said that they thought at one time that you was actually Lucha Cabre again. That's, I think, the third person that said that.
This is
What
the
the hell's
old
that
windmill
going?
top of Peace Hill. Not many people see this because it's kind of off the beaten path. There's some
Yeah.
fucking spectacular views from up here, man.
That's cool as hell, the cave. Or
Right. Well, this
Both
is inside the old windmill. This is that you can go inside it. Here, I think I got
Both
a
of your
video.
kids look like they're pissed off that you brought them to an old windmill. Just so you
Hey,
know.
it is what it is.
Yeah, Lep, that's
Yeah,
three
What's it
people.
called again? No, with Sugar something. Sugar Hill, maybe? No.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I like that band, Sugar Hill.
Sugar Hill Gang, baby. Yeah. But I mean, you get views like this, dude. Like, look at that view.
Hey,
That's
check that out. The
crazy.
chicken farmers raise a
That would
larger
be
chicken for
huge.
food. Laying hens and the roosters are usually smaller and even tough to. Oh, okay, fair enough. Good to know, Jules. I appreciate that.
Oh, okay, tough and shooty. Lap, I just saw Lap. What's up, Lap? How you doing, buddy? Well, I was talking to Lap on Facebook too. Yeah, I did take a lot of pictures. This is the rock at the Isle, the Peace Hill. I didn't look too much into the history of it. I mean, it's pretty much the U.S. just came and took over as the history of the island. That's a good picture right there, Nikki. The good views. They were getting bored by this point, but whatever. I mean, look at that view right there. That view right there is fun. I think I used that as a thumbnail.
Oh
Fun.
yeah.
Wasn't it Cook that discovered the Virgin Islands along with the Cook Islands and all that stuff?
I want to say it was one of those guys, Cook or Columbus or
Yeah, I
something.
thought it was Cook.
There's a good
Some bastard that screwed everybody. Let's be
Right,
honest.
right,
Let's
whatever.
just
I
leave
mean,
that.
we gotta be real. People on islands can't fight back. They're too chill. So they just say, whatever, come take us over. We don't get fucked. Fuck it.
Well, listen. At some point, you're just gonna go. All right, fine, go for it.
This is the picture of the windmill itself. It's obviously no longer in use, but that's
Yeah.
far away. Good pictures here. Kids are
What
really,
was the windmill used for? Was it just for grain and stuff like that?
well, it
or
was like I think it was a sugar plantation or something like
Oh,
that.
fair enough. Yeah.
It has been used in many, many, many years.
We're here at Peace Hill, St. John.
Here's the
I'm not
windmill.
live. I'm just recording.
I was gonna go live, but I was like,
How was the internet there?
it wasn't bad actually. The Wi-Fi at the resort was bumping. You get cell service all over the place.
Nice, nice.
All
We
around,
put the
man.
tower on this hill. We put the tower on that hill. And then we put one on the beach. I'm sorry, you know.
Every third palm tree is a cell tower. They don't tell you that. Yeah.
Dude, those are the funniest looking cell towers ever, dude. The palm tree cell towers.
Right.
There a palm tree cell tower? Get lost.
They make cell towers that look like palm trees, bro. They
That's
make cell
genius.
towers. Yeah, they make cell towers that look like pine trees. They
Perfect.
make cell towers that look like eucalyptus trees, bro.
Listen, give me all that 5G. I'll rub it all over myself. I want it. Okay. No, because we
Dude.
have ugly shit on top of buildings here. I'm like, yo, make it a tree. Don't be such a fucking loser.
That's the iguana.
That's a big iguana,
What is that?
bro.
We're here in
I think it was
St.
big,
John's.
bro. It's like
They found an
2 feet long.
iguana. Look at
Question
Hey,
is, were
buddy.
you smoking marijuana around the
that.
iguana?
No,
I didn't. I was gonna light up, then another person came up, so I did have a joint on me, but I was like, yeah,
But it's legal.
it's legal. Yeah, but it's funny. I brought it there, brought it back. I mean, I brought too much weed. I wasn't gonna waste it, so it's like, fuck it. This is how we got back to the ferry. I had to hitchhike.
Look, it's the guy with the Snoop Dogg shirt with his thumb out and a fucking sack of weed in his hand.
Right.
Should we pick him up?
Like, you need that. You need that as a thumbnail for like a lot of stuff, Joey. Just letting you know,
Literally,
like,
literally.
Yeah.
But this
That
right,
is
see right here, see
straight
this
up
road
on
back here.
murder.
See how hilly that shit is? It's so hilly. Like that's somebody's driveway. Dude, just go straight up, like into the clouds and shit. It's fucking wild.
We got driveways like that, bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah, any coastal place has that for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it's just this is the normal beach. I think this is on the way back. What are we gonna do?
That's a boat I've always liked, man. Is the catamaran. Always loved those things, dude.
I just
Hey,
assume
Jules.
if there's a catamaran, there hijinks will ensue. Like that's just there will be things that will happen. Someone's gonna fly off. It'll be entertaining as shit. Maybe someone will die. It'll be fun. Why not?
This is
I've
one
ridden
of
in
the-
the little ones. I've
this is
ridden
one
in
of
the
the
little
resort
tiny
cats.
ones on a lake before.
They had two resort cats. We saw the orange cat and the black one. This is the orange one. He was just chilling, living his beat, literally just sitting there chilling, waiting for something to happen, looking at the beach. What a life! Any
That's
stray
fair,
cat
bro.
would love that job, dude.
He looks
Oh, but
skinny as
that's-
fuck.
That's okay. Because he's
Because-
a fucking working cat. He's not doing this.
Yeah, he's a
whore
working
crap.
cat, bro.
Can't
You work in
leave
the
his
mines,
home.
you fucking get skinny. You get big. This was at the airport.
You're
Oh yeah,
dying.
Nikki flicked the camera off. She was done after this. I didn't even notice she flicked the camera off until I posted. I was like, "Why is everybody ha on this post?" And oh, there's Nikki. This is the jet. They don't have any bridgeways, so you got to use the old staircase truck.
Yeah, that's
Your
fine.
son looks the same as he did on the boat. Like, I'm not going in that fucking water.
This is Orlando Airport. That's the little tunnel you got. This is the plane back, and that was last night. So that's a bit last of the slideshow.
Right. That's awesome, bro. I'm glad you like that. I've never been to the Virgin Islands, either British or US. I don't know if I could get into the British ones without a passport though.
You'd have, yeah, you need a
Why not?
passport because I
think
couldn't
need a
get
passport.
I couldn't get it there without a passport. I need a passport too.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go. I was contemplating it because Nikki was sleeping a lot, dude. Like I didn't realize how much teenage girls sleep.
Guy.
Because, dude,
Hey.
I don't really. I mean, I monitor my daughter, but I don't monitor her day to day. I mean, whatever she does in the bedroom, dude, she would sleep. We would go to bed. We all probably go to bed 9, 10 o'clock, whatever. sometimes 9. She would sleep till fucking noon if I didn't wake her up. Like, how do you sleep 16 hours like a fucking cat?
Bro, you got to understand that puberty is even worse now than it was when we were young, right? Like it's even worse because kids are a little more knowledgeable about it too. So now they're hyper involved, and it just makes, because remember when guys are like, "Oh, my balls feel bigger," like that's what puberty was, and you're just like, "Bitches look hot. This is good. Yeah, I can do more shit at the gym." Like that's not it. Men have it easy when it comes to puberty. Women, you're like, oh, they may go on a murderous rage, which is realistically, knowing what I know now, you're like, oh yeah. The fact that there are not more murderer women, kind of surprising. It's a testament to civilization.
Speaking of murderous women, welcome to the party, Jules. How you doing?
Hey, that was cute.
Did you call me a murderer?
No, I just
Don't deny it, Jules.
If it would have been anybody else, I would have said, "Hey, you Sybil," but I know better.
Our little secret. Fucking little secret.
So
Don't
funny as
tell on
hell.
me now.
So funny as hell. The kids started school today.
Looks
Already?
like you had a great time.
Dude, it's August fucking 9th. What the fuck's
I
wrong
know,
with
bro.
your district?
I know.
Jesus, man.
Anyways.
California, bro.
Anyways, the daughter was like someone killed her dog going to school. You know what I mean?
Aww.
She wasn't interested. You know, my son, on the other hand, bing, 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 all over the elementary
Yeah.
school. Goes in. He's got his
Well,
same
that's when
teacher
school
from
was
last
fun,
year. They
right?
advanced her 1 grade. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got his same teacher, and it's
Oh,
like
that's
she
easy.
loves him.
Oh, then it's part 2, and that's gonna be a year of fuckery. He's just gonna be like, this shit's good.
Well, the thing is that she challenges him too, you know. So he, you know, like with his writing, he was real bad with his writing, and she challenges him. So he'll do things, you know, and apply himself with her, and we already know that. So it's going to be a good year for him.
That's good. That's good. Having a good teacher makes all
Yeah,
the
but let's
difference.
get back to the start date, bro. You know, the California
this
Board
is
of Regents
mid-August.
realize that it's August 9th, right? Like, what
But
time?
it's still summer. Yes, we didn't start
when is
school
the-
till September when I was a kid.
When is the day they get released
it's-
from the camp?
Because
When's
they
the
give
last
more
day?
time
June?
off in the spring or
In
Or
June.
late May, early June.
June? So they're in
Late
school
May,
till
okay,
June.
if it's late
Dude,
May, then
you
yeah, that's weird.
guys
Yeah,
get like
late May,
you
early
guys
June,
get like
one
an
or the
extra
other.
week off in fucking April, like or
They do
February?
get more time off during the school year, and that's one thing
Yeah.
that I noticed from last year is they do
Yeah,
get.
that's why they do that. Is to give the teachers more time in the middle of the school year to, you know, get their shit together.
That's so
whatever they
much.
gotta do.
That's so much extra reason for no reason. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
and then Tuesdays is a half day every week. You know what I mean?
A half day midweek. Get the fuck out of here. What
Right,
kind of hippie
why
shit is that?
Tuesday? Yeah, it makes no sense.
We never got half days.
It's almost an
Damn.
inconvenience for the parents. Make this shit on
Right.
Friday or something. Why would you
I
do that
almost-
Tuesday, bro?
That's
I
not
almost-
fair.
I
It
almost
might be
burned my
Thursday.
school down.
It's a tea day. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday though.
Hey, if I almost burned my school down, and that gave us a half day, and everyone was like, "Damn, we got a half day off, bro. That's killer." Okay.
Dude, we used to
It was
pull the
awesome.
fire alarms and stuff like that. I
Oh
mean,
no, I actually.
I
set
was
a
just
fire.
going to
There was a
ask
whole
that. How
fucking
many
thing.
of y'all used to pull the fire alarm just so you could get out of class for a little bit?
Oh, there was so
Uh-huh.
much more
I
shit to
can,
do.
Yes,
with the fire
I
alarms.
can see it.
You light the library or
yep,
the wood shop on
yep.
fire. That's how you do it. You
And
make
you
somebody
run,
else.
right? You run.
Listen,
You
You
drop
gotta do it when the hallway is full, though.
cherry bomb in the toilet, baby. Everything goes boom throughout the whole
Oh,
fucking campus.
Dude, I was thinking about that on the way here. I was thinking about, I don't know what made me think about this, but I was thinking, man, when we were little, and I know Dorito maybe not did this, but I know he knew people who did it. But like Gen X, man, they stole a lot of fucking cars. Like I had a lot of friends who would steal.
Oh yeah, I
cars.
had buddies that did cars
Yeah.
and like all day
holy
long, dude.
shit.
Like a lot. Like I got fucking 7 good buddies that are well-respected individuals now. Used to steal cars back in the 90s. I don't know if
Yep.
that was just the thing back then. And you know how much we like stealing cars? You know, you want to know how much we made an entire video game series out of that shit. Grand Theft Auto was all because of our love of stealing cars in the 90s.
on that note, you know, Twisted Metal is now a show on Paramount coming out. in the next,
Yes,
like,
and
week or
I
so.
want to get Paramount just because of Twisted, because of the fucking clown.
Do you remember how
Hey,
good
Simon.
that game was, though? The graphics are arguably the worst thing I've ever seen, but
It had a
very
good
enjoyable.
game.
Very.
Yep.
Thank you for being the longest and most
Hold on,
oldest
I gotta
member.
get this. I'll be right back.
Captain is one of my first members, and I salute him for that. Awesome, Captain. Thank you, sir. Awesome. I did a gummy in your honor, bro.
I don't think I did
Simon's in
that.
the
right.
house. What's up, buddy? How you doing, Simon? Oh yeah, man.
Worst 12 months of my life.
Especially when Doritos up, right?
Captain, you've made some decisions, and they are coming at a cost, sir. That's how that works. That's just no one leaves unscathed.
Oh my goodness.
Here
But
they
I
have
will
to
tell you,
account-
the one thing I missed the most, dude, was smoking indoors. Like I really like smoking weed indoors.
Oh yeah.
And not that there's anything wrong with smoking outdoors. I did enjoy some of it by the stuff. And like kind of, subvertly hiding it. Like it's not like a weed resort. So it's not like you're supposed to smoke weed on the balcony. You're not supposed to smoke in the balcony at all. So like I never liked hiding weed. I never did. I'm a very open smoker. Obviously I talk about it literally all the time.
True.
And I want it to be more legal than onions. Like my buddy Spike Cohen said, he's like, however legal onions are, weed should be that legal. And I agreed 100% with that statement.
Have
And,
onions ever been illegal?
I don't think onions have ever been illegal, but they're very fucking legal. Very legal. You can go anywhere and buy an onion, right? You should be like that with weed.
I don't get that. If the feds would just lighten the fuck up, they need to smoke some or eat some.
Oh, straight up. See, that's the thing too, Jules. That
You
people
know
don't-
they do.
Well, some of these guys that they're against weed, they're just against weed because they can't smoke weed. They're a bunch of fucking haters. Straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a comment
Hi,
from
Simon.
the lovely Jules. Look at that. You got a lovely comment. I
Keep
love
it in your pants, pervert. This is PG-13.
All right, no
Simon's
Jules nibbles
amazing.
today.
He does great barbecue stuff. Yeah.
Trust me, we tried getting her on the pre-show. We're like, yo, Jules, can you show us some nipples? She's like, absolutely not. I'm not like that. She's like, maybe for $100,000 I would, but I'm not doing it for free. And I was like, dude, I ain't got $100,000. What do I look like?
I never said $100,000. That no. Mm.
So it's less than $100,000 is what we're saying? Is that-
No. No.
Listen, are they
have
magical?
mine,
Do they
take
do they
it.
grant wishes? Because over $100,000, they better be granting wishes when I see them. Like that's
Ain't nobody want to see them nasty old things anyway. Why would I do that to myself?
Listen, men are perverts on mass. You don't realize, okay?
Well, I already know
That's-
this. I wasn't.
yeah.
I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday.
Dude,
Come
she's
on.
friends with Joey Edibles. She knows all about the pervertedness. Like,
Yeah.
she gets it.
We're
Oh,
all
Lordy.
filthy. We're all filthy.
Oh yeah. I'll take that shit to the next level. I don't give a fuck. I'm a pervert's pervert, bro. I dig it. I dig some titties. I dig sucking on them. What do you want me to say, bro?
He speaks the truth. And I can say that because I met him in person. Then you got
I met him.
Leprechaun, who was just a complete gentleman.
That's a lie. That's a
Well, he
Maury level
was.
lie. You're like, oh, we checked and it's a lie. Definitely a lie. I'm still in the office, so not really watching. How dare you, sir?
I mean, it's what time is it over there? He's almost getting close. It's almost 5 p.m. there. What's quitting time? Probably 6 for him. I got events all weekend, dude. There's a wrestling thing in Columbus tonight. We're going to AEW, and then tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. There's a meeting up at the.
When did you get home?
Got home last night at 1.
And you already got plans to go to a game or something?
I got 4 events in the next 4 days. So check it. I got
Good
tonight.
God, man.
Dude, I know his schedule's fucking crazy. Tonight we got this AEW.
I'm already
event in
tired
Columbus.
just thinking about it. Shit.
Tomorrow is the big meeting at the school for the freshman parents, so I got to go for that for Nikki's school.
When do your
Woo.
kids start school, Joey?
24th of August, which is reasonable.
It's still fucking early. What happened to Labor Day? I thought it was after Labor Day you go to school.
It should be Labor Day, Memorial Day, but they added a bunch of shit in the middle. And then Friday, I got a Browns game. The Browns are playing Washington at the stadium there. And then Saturday is an LL Cool J concert, which I
LL
still
Cool
haven't got
J.
people to go with yet. I got to see what's up at 11.
Hi, JP.
Jimmy!
Hi, Tony.
What's up, buddy? Squirrel's in the building, too. Oh, yeah.
Tony's in the house. Tony.
This could start tomorrow in Finland. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on where they're at. But like I know in New England, they have to account for snow days. And they try to predict ahead of time how many. Then they'll start school at the end of August. And you're towards the end of August. And then at the end of the school year, if they have to make up snow days, because it's all about the funding, right? The kids will have to go extra. So sometimes if we have a bad winter, the kids will sometimes, they love snow days, but come June, when they have to make up those snow days, they're like, I want to go play. It's nice outside.
Well, what we end up doing is we kind of usually get the broom out and we just sweep it under the rug, and they kind of just, look the other way. Because who the fuck is trying to go to school in June? Just fucking chalk it. You're not going to learn anything. And you know what I mean? All these people are like, I need so many days. If there's a fucking once in a 20-year snowstorm, just let it ride. The kids are 5 fucking days off and roll. You know what I mean?
Six pack in there. You grab one of it so far.
A lot of this shit they could just do e-learning too. They could do e-learning.
Oh, bro, listen. How many times have you realized that you're like, oh, high school? Yeah, it's just adult babysitting. It's not real school. You don't learn shit in high school. That's not. If anything, the best thing to do is get your kid a job right when they're like 14, 15. Get them a few hobbies. Get them to learn shit so they understand what they know. Because in school, all they're learning is how to be a good fucking servant. It's not a real thing.
Well, it's interesting, dude. If you look back at the history of schools and how they're funded, how public schools are funded, it was all through like guys like Rockefeller and all them started up foundations and grants to get it set. And the goal was to create people who were ready to enter the workforce. That was the goal of schools. They wanted you obedient. They wanted you compliant. They wanted you used to a schedule so you can go to work, clock in, clock out, do repetitive tasks for rich people. Schools don't encourage free thought and shit like that. So they really don't. It's
No.
That's why I know a lot of parents like, school, I don't give a fuck what my kids do.
Hence Common Core math.
Hey, get through school, play the game, then we'll fucking get you some good paying gigs when you're 18. I mean, there's no reason to, bend over backwards. College isn't the magic elixir. How many people with fucking $85,000 in college debt and fucking are working social work jobs at $30,000?
85. They didn't finish, bro. If they got 85, they only went for 2 years like a loser. You got to have a good 200 grand of debt. Then they're like, oh, look, now you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life. It's perfect.
Cassie's going to school right now to get her master's, and she's done all that.
Is it a real master's or like a master's in like squirrel technology or some shit?
You should go get her to go join the Air Force. And I said, well, she's already thinking about it, but it's her choice, I said, why do you want me to try to push her to do that? And they said, well, we just don't think she's college material. I said, well, don't include me in that, because whatever she decides to do, I'll support her 100%. And it's her choice.
Well,
Shorty knows my feelings on joining the Air Force. She's been considering it for a year. She does not make hasty decisions like that. And it's her choice. No, I'm not going to pressure her. No.
I agree with you, Squirrel. But
Air Force. She went to college after she had kids.
What I'm saying on that, though, is that like if they do have school days, it's not going to be a full day. It'll just be like a fuck off day. You know what I mean? They'll have the kids in the class, but they're not going to do anything. You know what I mean? Oh, we're going to have 3 field days this week to make up for the snow days. It's basically what they do, kind of shit. At least it's kind of rare. I can't remember. I mean, even when I went to school and then, with my kids in school and everybody else, I can't remember a year where there was really more than 3, 4, 5 at the most. You know what I mean? We've never had a storm which is shut, like the 78 blizzard and all that. We've never really had anything like that in my memory, at least. Mr. J is in the building. What's up, buddy?
Hello, Mr. J. Why is your eyes going the wrong direction in your picture? That is odd. No, Mr. J. If you pull up Mr. J, his eyes are going this way instead of this way or this way. Yeah, that is unnerving, sir.
What up, Squirrel?
Yeah, we'll go in a second here. I think I can get out.
Right. Just all they do is just fucking say, go out there and play. We're not gonna, how are you gonna learn kids? At the end of the year, there's no way, dude.
I think trade schools are a good option too. I mean, for some, like my son, he had such a learning disability, ADHD, and some dyslexia. It was really hard. School was hard for him, but when he got into high school, and I had a 504 plan on him, but he didn't want to be on the meds because they made him feel funky. So I said, well, quit taking them. But let me tell you, you're not going to use that as an excuse to quit school. You're going to have to try extra hard. And a lot of that responsibility, you got to keep up on your stuff, And so he had all of his required courses in high school
Aw.
completed by his sophomore year.
Mm.
And I think there was only one or two, my stupid internet, English classes he had to take. Just maybe one or two classes his junior and senior year that were required, because he had already gotten them all out of the way and passed them. And so his last 2 years of high school, he took auto shop, wood shop. He was like, he just got to goof off basically the last 2 years of high school.
Dude, I
But
took
he ended up
accounting.
being a mechanic. So yeah.
Senior year accounting was so easy. Like, it was the easiest class in the history of the world. Like, all we did was fucking put the debits over here and the credits over here, and it was cake. It was the easiest A I've ever had.
That was a class I had him put me in because I hate math. And I can do like business math. That's easy. But you give me, fucking algebra, man. God. Ugh.
Well,
And then they went and changed everything to that common
If it's got a
core
penny,
shit.
if it's got a penny, if it's got a cent or a dollar sign, I'm interested. Besides
Yeah.
that,
It's like this with the
Yeah.
STEM stuff, man. We got to be real about STEM. It's a shit career choice. Now, Matt, there's anybody who gets that job, gets that degree in America. There's fucking 4,000 people in Asia who can do that job for cheaper. It's a waste of your fucking time, waste your energy, waste your money. I'm not saying don't take math courses to get a sweet engineering degree, something like that, or something that's gonna pay. But just to get, I'm gonna major in math, they're major in whatever. You gotta pick and choose that shit. You really gotta. Don't just think that college, especially STEM, is the key, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it doesn't teach you. The thing about
I
careers,
think they should do aptitude testing.
these careers that exist now
Young
aren't gonna be there
and
20 years from now. Like the jobs that Nikki and Jimmy are gonna do in the 2050, they don't exist yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're on the cusp of the AI economy, the virtual influencer economy. It's going to be a drastic change from what we were doing all these years. And a lot of people just can't grasp change. Change is a foreign, fearful concept to them. I get it, but you got to get ready, man. Like, I mean, some jobs always be like Dorito's job, the mechanics dropping off parts, whatever. That you always need that shit. People need parts, people need mechanics.
logistics
hold
and
on.
rigging.
I
Thank you
thought
very
Dorito
much.
was. I thought Dorito was a prostitute. He's a mechanic.
That's a side
on
hustle.
Sundays.
Side, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Side
Yeah,
hustle.
And,
Hustle all the
and
way
they
down.
only use the pit.
Like a gentleman. Like a gentleman.
Yes. Yeah.
No, man, change is inevitable, Joey. There's nothing. If you are not willing to embrace change, you will just slowly and surely fall behind and fall to the communists. So that's what's happening. Okay?
I was talking with some guy yesterday. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a system called Procore. It's basically like office sort of stuff where you do your transmittals and all that stuff. People sign off, you check your inventory, stuff like that. Everything keeps up and goes into another thing that actually tracks the inventory, all that stuff completely. Okay. Anyways, this stuff on Procore that I do it all through a tablet. You have to hit edit. You have to hit info. You have to do this. You have to do that just to get this stuff situated the way you need it situated. If you got to do a change order or this or that, you got to do it.
Yeah.
This old timer and I was talking yesterday, and this guy's an old contractor. He's probably going to retire in maybe 5-10 years.
Right.
He turns around and looks at me. He goes, "I hate this shit." And I'm like, "Me too." He goes, "You know what?" And he grabs a pad, puts it down, writes everything that his notes.
Yeah.
And then looks at my tablet and goes, "Okay, I'm going to sign this." Took the piece of paper, folded it in half, and put it right in his desk.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
a
said,
paper
I
dinosaur,
prefer
big time.
paper myself.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
like
I mean?
to see it, refer back to it, and have it.
Yeah.
Even
But
with
I got
everything-
boxes of paperwork. It's
but that's
ridiculous.
the problem is
I need to have a big bonfire and just burn all the old shit. Get rid of it.
we're not
I don't want to throw it in the garbage because people
Yeah.
pilfer through that. You get identity fraud and shit.
Mr. J, I appreciate you and way to make it part of your identity, bro. Sorry. No, Jules, in all honesty, that's the problem is we were taught to keep records, but we were not taught how to purge and how to maintain things properly, right? And even still, the idea
Right.
is,
Life
okay,
skills. Like, where are the life skills? They took all those classes out. They took all the classes away that foster people's talents or abilities that they could be learning that might help them in life, you know, as opposed to freaking algebra that I never use it. And then they went and changed to Common Core math, and I couldn't help my youngest with any of her math after they did that. I'm telling her the way I was taught how to do it, and she's like,
Oh.
"That's wrong, Mom."
That's
And
the
I'm like,
old way. And what?
go see the teacher after class. Then you need
It's
to get
not even
some
that,
tutoring
but
if you
the
don't
fact that,
understand.
well, listen, there's that whole movement where they're like 2 + 2 doesn't equals 4. You're like, number one, that's insane. Number two, math doesn't change. Your way of teaching has changed. That doesn't make it better or worse. You know what? Because there was a time when people used a what the hell is it called? All I can think of is albatross, but no, it is it's old and in
I know,
Greek. God damn it.
abacus.
Damn it.
It's
Yeah, an abacus. Yeah.
abacus. Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? There are students in
Abacus,
China that
yeah.
use an abacus mentally, and that's how they keep track of things to do mental math. And you're going,
Yeah.
so your new math, guess what that means? Nothing. It means nothing. Okay, bastards. They're all
Yeah,
bastards.
but when you have to rely on a register to tell you what the change back should be,
No,
that's not good.
no. That
Well,
means
you
you're
know, I've had to
unqualified.
be a cashier at a customer service desk when the power went out, and we had to do everything, you know.
That's how it works.
And you'd be surprised how many people just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I mean,
I know what
teach
my
people
change should be
basic math.
before it even pops up on the, you know.
Well, it's like this with the math, man. Anything up until like 6th, 7th grade is pretty useful. You'll learn the basics: addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, fractions, percentages, shit like that. Everybody should know how to do that. You'd be surprised how many adults don't know how to do fractions, decimals, percentage conversions. Regardless
I
of
know
that,
how to
anything
do all
beyond
kinds
that,
of math.
anything beyond that, beyond the stuff you're going to use, it's a just fucking education for the sake of education. There's nothing people are getting from it. I mean,
That's
it's
not
like
true.
with the grammar. You know, you don't have diagram sentences. Okay, but like, why? Why are we doing this?
Grammar
You know what I
more
mean?
so. Listen, if you want to be a machinist, electrician, or a mechanic, you will need higher levels of math for certain, not often, but for certain situations, right? More so for engineering and things like that. But do you guys remember how badly people were like, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all the time? Bitch, I always have a calculator in my pocket now. Always.
Not only that, I could just say, "Hey Google, what's 48 times 64?" and I get a fucking answer.
Well, and that's the thing. What happens if, and I know we've argued about this before,
Look at the
Joey,
chat,
but what
Dino.
if
The private chat.
What if there is no internet anymore? What if you couldn't access that? What if the grid went down? What are people going to do?
Well, I mean, I opine with
You
this.
can't just
It's
Google
like,
something.
well, it's like this. Even if
Right?
the internet does
Can't
go
just
down,
whip out the calculator.
no, you
Calculator
can though.
off
The
the
internet,
phone,
no,
you
it's like
know,
this,
you know
Jules.
what
The
I'm
calculator
saying?
is not.
Yeah.
The calculator is not on the internet. The calculator is built into the phone. You probably have
You gotta know
access to
shit.
18 offline calculators in your house right now. You don't even know it. You know what I mean?
That's the whole thing.
Why are
when
you
it comes
collecting
down to it.
calculators?
No, I mean every device has a
One
calculator.
would
Every
be
computer you got has a
wise,
calculator.
you
Every
It's
know,
not
fucking
so much knowing
certain
it,
life
it's knowing how
skills
to
and
do it
survival
because
skills
you have a
and-
calculator and it does it all for you. All you got to do is know the basic formula to get to whatever you need to do.
Well, back in the day, we would memorize
Right.
phone numbers. I don't memorize phone numbers now because the phone does it for me.
Dude, I am still like that, bro. I
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
literally have
See,
a Rolodex
yeah.
in my head, bro.
I just remember old phone numbers that I'm like, those don't.
What
work
was your
anymore.
guys'
Up until
memory
2004,
technique? Like,
if I
how
knew
did
you
you
before
remember
2004, if I knew you before
Like phone
2004, I
numbers
got your
and
phone
apps.
number memorized. There's like 5 guys that got the phone number memorized. Other than that, whatever. I don't have
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
before 2004.
Growing up, dude, my number was
What?
964-9642. It's like, so it was always easy for me when growing up and knowing that was my phone number. I always started remembering phone numbers like that because
Yeah.
it was so easy to remember. It's three digits and 4 digits. You
It's
know what I
very
mean?
simple.
When they
Yeah, and back in the day, area code wasn't shit.
You didn't
know.
need it.
Yeah.
Well,
We
we're
had
gonna
ours
within 10
changed,
years, we're
too.
not gonna even need phone numbers, really. I mean, what besides, you know,
We'll have
fucking
IDs tattooed on our
identification
body, I'm
purposes and
sure.
shit like that. What do we really use phone? I mean,
Not me.
phone numbers kind of become a new social security number when you think about it. You get registered with all these places with your phone number. What about when it comes 10 years? We're like, fuck this. I don't want phone numbers. I'm just gonna use this device to talk on Facebook. You know what I mean? So
I
My
will
question-
not get no mark for anything like that, nor any implant. If I get a mark, it'll be my own choice of a tattoo, and that's it.
But that's the whole thing. You're going, why do I need an implant? They're like, oh, it'll be safer. You're like, that's not safe. That's not safe at all. If it's hackable, you know what's not hackable? Right here. That's it.
I'm gonna have to do it.
And that's why I like doing paper. I'm like, honestly, I will, if somebody sends me something, I'll screenshot it because I'm like, the picture's on me. You can change your information. But if I have a screenshot, I'm fine. Right? That's the big difference. But and you know what, Mr. J, I totally agree with you. It's almost as if that they change it for the sake of change and not with regards to, oh, this is a better way of doing things. Because you know what? Abacus, baby. Abacus is where it's at. If you learn the abacus, listen, people are doing complex calculus using an abacus. So don't come step to me with, oh, this is new math. No, you're a loser. 58008. Boobs. Thanks, Blake TV.
Oh, I got that all the way through on a calculator, man. If Dolly Parton had 69-inch breasts and they were too much, and she took 51 pills times 8, and then you hit equal and you flip the calculator and say, what would she be? And it says boobless.
Yeah. Boobless is a great one.
Yep.
I remember one was, I forget the numbers, but it was if there's one prostitute and she has sex with 7,000 sailors and 7 times each, what does it make her? Loose. It was pretty good. It was
the other one, Shell Oil, too. I can't remember what that one was, but
If your name
it was a
Leslie,
Shell Oil one where you can get the numbers to come out Shell Oil.
That works too. Yeah.
Well, do you remember back in the day when you would page people,
Oh my lord.
like hello? You page them hello on the thing and say your number. Do you remember? Do you guys do that?
Well, no, that's stuff like that interests me.
Or
Interested
hell,
me in what
just
I needed
hell.
to learn with math.
I always had an office when I worked, but nobody paged me. That wasn't a thing. Sorry.
We had voicemail pages. Did you guys have voicemail on your pages?
No.
Really?
I never had a pager. I was
no shit. I had a pager from 93 till probably 96 or 7, maybe even up past that, and I started getting cell phones.
I actively tried to stop having a cell phone for quite some time in like the late 90s, early 2000s. I just didn't want one. I was like, you know what? If you need me, I'm at home. If I'm not at home, I'm busy. Fuck off.
Well, back then I wouldn't turn my phone on until 9 because, dude, you would get 60 anytime minutes, and that was it. Literally,
I never
60
answered my phone.
3
unless
after
I knew
9,
you.
baby.
Nights and weekends after 9, baby.
Nights and weekends. Do you remember how in the beginning it was like 6
Sometimes
p.m.,
even
then
I
it's
don't
7,
answer.
and then they're like 9. You're like, 9? If someone's calling me at 9, somebody better be dead. Okay?
Right? Well, who would have thought that the landlines are completely dead? Like, I mean, if somebody has a landline, it's just because they need a life alert or they're just old and stubborn.
Hey,
Nobody has landlines anymore. I ain't even had a landline since fucking
landline?
college, dude.
a landline will still work without power. That's
Yep.
the difference. And you know what? That's why, like, honestly,
And-
I have a rotary phone somewhere around here that I'm like, yeah, you just plug it in and it'll work.
Yep.
No problem.
And a lot of people don't realize that if they have internet, 9 times out of 10 they also have a landline.
Yeah.
Not internet yet
It
because
may not be active, but in emergencies, 911
you can
is-
dial 911.
Yeah, 911 has to work on every phone. Even if you don't have service on your phone, if you
Yes.
dial 911, it will go through.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a weird, like,
Yeah.
we're definitely not aware of a lot of the stuff that's happening. And you're like, that sounds ridiculous. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing is 9 times out of 10 if you got cable and internet,
Yeah.
you have a landline. They just it's cheaper to get all that stuff and have the landline included nowadays.
Yeah.
Out here at least.
no,
Unless you're
everywhere.
going fiber when they're getting ready to do fiber to this neighborhood.
Yeah, I got fiber just a while ago and it's been fantastic. We'll be running like 7 different machines. Later, Jules.
Later, Jules. It's going to be a mess out here when they do the fiber because
Listen, it's
it's
I can
old.
imagine.
It's not old like you guys, like Joey old, probably streets wise, but you know what I mean. Like your
Yeah,
house was
yeah.
what built in the 60s, Joey.
47? This is all post-war boom development.
This house was built in at the latest mid 80s, at the earliest late 70s. So,
I know.
but
Yeah.
the street, the same thing. They haven't done nothing, dude. They just when they're always repairing fucking broken water lines and water mains down the street
Bro,
because the way they built it with asphalt instead of concrete.
it's ridiculous. And also too, you know, I was talking with a couple guys, I had some plumbers doing some stuff and they're like, oh yeah, it was a cast iron section in my plumbing that had to go. And I'm like, yeah, because cast iron is a horrible thing, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, we replaced it with plastic. I'm like, why don't you guys replace everything with clay? They're like, oh well, that's not. And I'm like, plastic in the ground is not good. It's not good for
Well,
anybody. But
you
like-
can encase. There's stuff called free duct that you can. It's encased. You got your duct, and then you can have it's encased with free duct is like almost like a fiberglass sort of duct that absorbs
flexes?
impact. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Not bad.
yeah, so it keeps your main pipe, which
Yeah.
is insulated as well too from.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the city of Lancaster did a lot of free duct,
Yeah.
and they're up in when they were building it. The only reason I know
Listen.
that I worked with underground utilities for years, long time ago.
You really need, like, that's the one thing. Like, even now, I'm actually considering going back and getting my journeyman for electrician, maybe even plumbing. But I'm not a big fan of shit, so I'm like, I'd probably rather electrician, just because, you know what, it's just a good skill to have. Like, I know how electricity works and stuff. I know how plumbing works and stuff. I'm not too concerned, but as a profession, I'm like,
I mean,
Dude,
aside from the power, you guys obviously got to disconnect the power. Most electrical stuff really isn't terribly difficult. I mean, I've done outlets before.
if
just
you can
unscrew
read a
those
map, you can do electrical.
Oh yeah,
That's right. If you have
Mhm.
no sense of direction, maybe leave the electrical. for
I was
the-
gonna say I work with a company that one of my contracts is with the company of low circuit electrical, and they do security cams, locks,
Yeah.
all that different stuff.
You've been summoned. Handy by the road. That's all. It's
for the
$20 for all that wish. No.
One second.
Canes on them carts, dude. I don't fuck with carts, man. I really don't. I mean, I get them because people like them. You know, I just for my friends and shit. But like, I don't fuck with carts. Too. They make me cough anymore, man. I don't know. I just can't. Like so much coughing with the cart. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I do is low circuit.
Yeah.
Or with, not that I do, but I work with company. I'm not into electrical, dude. I've been zapped and I don't play with that shit.
I have been zapped. I'm like, you know what? I wasn't too bothered by it, but I have had someone flick poop at me and I was very bothered by it. So I'm like,
Bro,
Hey, I
I
normally
enemy.
make fun of fears, bro, but the fear of being electrocuted, that's fucking real. I treat every electrical situation with the utmost. You know, I walk in there like I'm an OSHA guy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's.
you should. That's safety. It's not being stupid, right?
dude, I've been hit by four something split 220 or something like that. And it
Aye.
threw me. It literally threw
Yeah,
me.
bro.
Dude. I smelled burnt nose hair for like a week, dude. My nails
yeah.
got all fucking black, dude.
Oh,
and-
for real.
Yeah, bro. And
What
literally,
did you grabbed it or
I
it
was
hit
tearing
you?
apart. You know what a walk-in cooler is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was working back in the day doing a Boston market, and we went all the way up the coast of Canada on
Yep.
the west coast and demolished a whole bunch of Boston markets going down the
Yep.
coast. Well, I was on top of one, breaking it down, and we had electrician. This was in Washington. Had an electrician, Mount Rainier actually, had an electrician come out, disconnect it. And he disconnected the electrical. All that was supposed to be completely dead. Okay. So my boss is like, yeah, it's disconnected. I look at the Sparky. I'm like, is it done? He's all, yeah, everything's broke down. Well, there was a dedicated line that was for something else, and he didn't even know it, bro. I guess. That's all my assumption is. So I'm up there with the Sawzall.
Oh,
And I'm just, I'm gutting this sucker out, dude.
yeah, that's the job.
This is a metal walk-in cooler,
That's,
tin, mind you, but metal. So I got a pair of gloves on.
Yeah.
Sawzall.
lucky.
Right into the conduit. Wah. Curb. Pow, dude. I seen the electrical go around the Sawzall, around my gloves, hit my arm, and I flew, dude. It was so slow motion. It was pathetic, bro. It threw me back a good 10 feet
Yeah.
into a 2x4 truss, and I
Yeah.
broke one of the 2x4s. It
Yeah.
literally threw me back. And my
Yeah.
buddy come up, he's like, "You okay?" I'm on the ground. I'm like, "What the fuck you think?" They help get me out. They pull me out from the ceiling,
Yeah,
and I get out and go sit in the truck. And my boss is the whole day keeps coming back and checking on me. Don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep.
yeah, no, because that's
I didn't want to go to the
that's
hospital.
real deal shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because I
that's-
didn't want to go to the hospital. You know what I mean? But I didn't get. There was nothing split from the
Okay.
the electricity surging through me. In other words, nothing like my skin.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you
Like-
didn't get cooked.
But yeah, but my nails, they got pretty black, bro. And
That's fucked
And
up.
honestly, I was literally like, "You guys smell that burnt hair?" For like a week, dude. We're on the road, bro, and I'm like,
You're like,
I look like a goth that smelled burnt hair for a week.
That shit'll make you paranoid, dude. Electrical shit make you paranoid as I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the ways to go, I think electrocution is probably right up there at the top of the fear list. Like I like being like drowning, burning,
I
etc.
don't know how to
Being
describe it, dude.
electrocuted,
if you're electrocuted properly, you don't even know and you're done. If you're
Yeah.
if it's not proper, so you're kind of ground and not really like, that's when the most damage, and that's when you're like, guy, you'll get cooked in your own skin. It's terrifying.
That's
okay?
what I was just gonna say, Joey. You remember the thing that where you hold it, the strength test thing, that where it goes and jiggles?
I was in
Picture that feeling, dude.
that.
That's kind of what
I
it's
had
not
that-
really.
But you
It's
can't let
neither
go.
here nor there.
Yeah, you
I've
can't
had
let
that
go
before.
either.
I've had that
Yeah.
a couple times. I was changing car battery once out in my wedding ring.
Car battery is a different thing.
Well, it's same voltage though. I mean, same electricity. My fucking wedding ring hit the thing and brrr, oh my god, dude! To this day,
That's
I'm
12
fucking,
volts. That can kill you quick.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
12
yeah,
volts.
that's it, and you're
Yeah. Car people don't realize it. Automobile electricity, dude, is pretty. It can kill you too.
oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's why you know when you jump in a car, I'm holding this shit as far as I can because you know I'm not trying to spark him to get her to light a cigarette and shit.
Oh, I will. I'll go ahead. I ain't got a
Sure.
problem doing that.
Not to light.
But I'm not gonna go.
Welding rod.
I'm not going to
so-
put this end on my tongue and this end on my tongue and go, yeah.
No, that's just your tongue does so much. Just don't
Yeah.
use your
Sammy's
fingers.
in the
people.
building. So we've had 4 countries watch us now. It's awesome, man. That's awesome. Because Dino's in Canada and
Damn.
Doritos in California.
That's also
Sammy's in Australia, and Captain was in Northern Ireland. We're international, baby.
Well, Sammy, you know what? I have to apologize to Sammy because he said "Good day, lads," and I was like, "What kind of fucking weirdo is this?" But if he's in Australia, then that's
Yeah,
fair.
he's legit in
Put
Melbourne,
on
bro.
you there, bro. Then you're a real person. It's you know what? It bothers the shit out of me when people are like "Ciao," and I'm like, "Oh, are you Italian?" They're like, "No," and I'm like, "Then shut the fuck up, loser."
Dude, I
You
hate
know-
that when people use names that are 100% not meant for that culture. Like I know this hillbilly chick,
Ah, see.
and
I don't
and
agree
she
with
named
that.
her kid Tatiana. I'm like, bitch, you're not Russian at all. There's nothing part of this.
Is she a stripper? Is one of them a
She
stripper?
might be. She might be.
Well, then
Prime
there you go.
example this morning when we left the classroom, when we got my son into his classroom for the first day,
Yeah.
gave him a kiss on his head and said, "Have a good day, laddie. I'll see you later."
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm not in Ireland,
True.
you know, but I also call him monster. He calls me Papa. I never calls me Dad or
Yeah.
Daddy. I'm Papa to him, and that's what my kids call me. So
That's the thing is
that's
realistically.
what I called my father was Papa.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, that's how generational trauma works. Okay, let's just.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to that kind of stuff, the word "daddy," I don't like the word "daddy" at all now.
I don't either.
just
and I don't like the word.
No,
fucking
I
hate
don't
that
like
word.
the word.
that
I
has
don't
been
like
Fucking
ruined.
skanks ruined it, dude. They ruined it. Don't be calling. They call people daddy in the bedroom. They ruined it, and then it just. I hate it.
I'm the same way with Dad. I wasn't. I never called. I did call my dad on occasion, but I called
Dad.
him
My kids
Papa.
call me dad. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, daddy. I just don't. I mean,
I
especially
Daddy
when-
is no.
and I hate. And I know Blake. And I know it's a southern thing. I know Blake does. A couple other people do. I know that sucks because I just can't stand hearing the word now. I just.
well, it's because who's your daddy?
Right. All that kind of. They did beat it to the ground, but
And
Italian,
you know
how
what?
very
It's not
dare you.
hot either. It's no longer hot. So any girl who's like, "What's up, Daddy?" You're like, "Ew, this is gonna cost too much." Gotta
And
go.
there's another one too. They used to call people Poppy and shit. I don't like that either. It's not hot. These Puerto Rican brothers are like, "Hey, Poppy, fuck you, bitch." I ain't trying to hear that shit. no more.
Papa. Is where I'm at.
Yeah, well, Papa's fine, but Daddy and Pappy, those are like, I don't have the bank to deal with those two. Okay, if you're gonna call me those two, just no. That's a business transaction. No, thank you.
Literally, fuck. Oh,
There's
yeah,
PAPA. That's the father. There's PAW. That's the grandpa.
Paw.
Yeah, Papa.
Paw.
There's Papa, and there's Papa.
Fucking paw in the house. Killer numbers today, right? We'll hold 1 people watching.
It's just
Okay.
like I the terminology. I call my wife Babas, okay, but I spell it Bubbas, okay. Now, what Babas is in Spanish is drool, okay. But I call some of my friends sometimes too Bubba. Now I'm in California. So that's a Southern thing, isn't it? So now what? Am I a fuck stick too, Joey?
Well, California is part of the South, kind of.
And
You're in the South, right?
Is it? Does that count as a South?
I don't know. Probably not. It's more West, I guess. California is a wild state. I think California it's gonna undergo a weird transition period in the next 20 years. But I bet you in like 2045 or so, California is gonna be like how it was back in like 70s and shit. You know what I mean? Like a really banger. Once they fucking figure out they gotta figure it out. I mean, I'm not saying it's affecting every community out there, but I mean,
Oh, the homeless?
Everybody comes out here and fucks it up, dude. You got Cocaine Bear, you got Cocaine
yeah.
Shark, you got fucking
So,
all those other fuck
listen.
sticks.
I'll be the one to say it because I'm in Canada. Mass execution. That's all you guys need. Just a good mass execution. You'll be fine, right? Little extra fentanyl and all the drugs. You'll be fine. 6 weeks.
Yeah.
No problem.
Dude,
Clean
did
it
you
up.
see what? Hey, did you see what they did to a whole bunch of narcos in Mexico? The cartels did.
No.
They certain cartel. I saw it. I was looking at. They buried them in their own fentanyl and left them for the police dead.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Listen, see, this is the thing is you're like you
The
wanna get people
cartels
high?
buried some narcos that didn't because this certain cartel doesn't want fentanyl being trafficked.
No cartel wants
at
it.
all.
No cartel wants it because it's not
They-
profitable.
They
You're just
dropped
killing
them off. They dropped them off dropped them off like in the middle of the city or something, buried in fentanyl. They're dead.
Listen, doing business illegally with things like narcotics is a difficult business. You have to be hard. But
Yeah.
if you're out there killing people, you only kill people who affect your business. Your customers, you don't want to kill. So that's why even now, there's a lot of people who are like, yeah, there's no cartel who's like, oh yeah, I'm putting fentanyl and everything. No, they're not interested. It's more so used as a just it's fuckery, right? Which
if you go down the rabbit hole, this is my theory on fentanyl. I think the Chinese have infiltrated a lot of these international things, and they
Yes.
cut the shit with fentanyl somehow. I don't know how they do it. I'm not an expert.
Well, that's the other thing
I'm
too. You
sure-
heard about they busted in San Francisco.
They probably got some middleman somewhere on the coast in fucking Colombia doing whatever, but they cut this shit with it, and because the Chinese want to take us out, and they obviously can't do it militarily, so they're trying to subvert it through the fentanyl, through the TikTok, etc. Yeah, I'm throwing fentanyl and TikTok in the same rink. It is what it is. I mean, TikTok is destroying a lot of people's brains. I mean, long form content will always be king. I'm always going to want to do this. You know,
Yeah.
I'm always going to love this bite. We got to be real about the current situation on social media. I mean, this long form stuff is fuck. Look at your numbers. I mean, shit. I used to get all kinds of people watching old shows. I got Tommy Chung on there, Sam Fox. All these. I get nobody watching it. I looked the one time it was like fucking 2 people watched long form content the last 48 hours.
Yeah.
The rest was all shorts. You know what I mean? And that's part of the Chinese influence. It'll die eventually. I mean, the shorts are kind of already dying, in my opinion. I know the fucking gurus are gonna be like, "Yeah, shorts are there to start. You can use it to perform your long form content." It's different audiences, man.
It's how I
Fuck outta here.
showcase
People
my
watching
dancing
shorts are
career.
on cell phones in the fucking jungle in Mumbai. They're not fucking.
I just like to enjoy myself.
That's it.
Yeah, if I can enjoy myself and make it an advantage to myself, then there's no point.
All right, Doritos. So we got to figure out this California thing, bro, because we need the California trip. We got to do it. There's
Okay.
enough. There's enough people out there. There's enough. Like we got you. We got Mike. We go Zorro.
Vegas, dude.
No, we got to go to LA, dude. We got to go to LA. We got to go.
Do you
to
really
LA.
want to go to LA?
Yeah. I can fuck with
All
LA.
right.
Yeah, we'll do some LA. Because that way we don't. Because if we do Vegas, then it excludes people who can't really, go to Vegas. Because Vegas ain't cheap, bro. You know what I mean? If you go to Vegas and you get a
That's true.
hotel, and there's gambling machines everywhere, dude.
And
you go
LA
to
is-
Vegas, dude. Everybody's been to Vegas, bro. You go to
I've been
Vegas.
to Vegas.
You never been to Vegas, but you go to
I
Vegas.
have.
They have slot machines the second you land off the fucking plane, dude.
Multiple, not just some. Like a
Dude, you
whole
don't.
area.
When was the last time you was on the strip?
Oh, I've been to this 2004.
You don't even need to gamble, bro. You can go have a blast. Just walk.
Oh, I
free
know
walk.
that. I know that, sir. But I'm saying, like a lot of people, that may not be the best for some self-control crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the band. They got bands playing outside. They got
But
all
we go
kinds
to
of cool shit.
California. We go to Southern California. Who else? There was like 4 people I had pinged for something like this. It was you, Rico Zorro. Who else? Fucking Sharks out there. There was one other person outside.
Shark and I went to the same school. Well,
Yeah,
I
you
went
guys
to
are fucking 20 minutes from each other. But there was,
Yeah,
there was another person
we
out there.
didn't grow up that far from each other. No, you're right.
Who the fuck was the other guy out there? There's another guy in California who oh, Atlas. Atlas is out in California.
Yeah.
That's who we could and that's
Where's Rico at?
Rico is, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm not gonna I mean, I know the general area of Southern California, but like I still
He's from Southern California though.
Yeah, they're all, it's all, and so I mean, so it's all probably within a 2-hour drive, I would say. I mean, with traffic, you guys got some wicked traffic, Dorito. You got to admit that Southern California traffic is like no other on earth.
That's why I drive a yellow truck. It's a mellow color.
It's insane, dude.
Everybody's
Well, hey, Angie's in the building. Awesome. What's up, Ange? Feel free to join us if you want. And also, Vanessa is in the chat. Hello, lovely Vanessa. Thank you, Kane. This is a legend. That's an awesome compliment, dude. Yeah, like I said, we you know, in a lot of people, and we have to be real about, as we'll get back to the YouTube thing, like as creators, what we do, creators or whatever, YouTubers, whatever you want to call us, the current actor strike or NAFTA strike, or was it SAG strike, whatever it is, it's affecting us because a lot of those people are coming over YouTube probably, and you got to be real about the numbers game. You know, I mean, if you're already famous, you know, you're gonna just get the built-in numbers. You know, we're competing against it.
That's what Conan did, and people were like, "Yeah, who gives a shit?"
Where they're striking, I literally drive by that maybe once or twice a week. I should pull over there and just take a little bit of B-roll, just them all stand, because there is some famous people you drive by and they're standing out there too, dude.
Oh yeah, it's in solidarity, and we need something like this. I mean,
unless they're going to give over some of that $1 million money, then they're not being. They're shut the fuck up. It's bullshit.
The Asian comedian guy that was in the Marvel movie with the Marvel guy that has the rings.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah, he was. I saw him one day out there, and they actually even had him on the news.
Oh, nice.
Where he's talking to somebody, but yeah, I seen him out there.
What I think is going to happen, this is Joey's crystal ball here. This probably won't happen, but this is what might happen. I think might happen is that they're going to, Newsom out there, Governor Gavin Newsom is going to try to legislate it somehow. Like, oh yeah, actors got to do this, this, and this. And they're just going to fucking take up shop and move Hollywood to a different place.
You know?
Yeah. Well.
You know, there's 50 states in the union. 47 of the 49 other states would love to be the entertainment capital of the United States. And they
that's been happening for the longest time. They have Vancouver, they have Toronto. It's a
still
real
not
thing.
Hollywood. It's still not.
It never
Hollywood.
will be. It never will be.
Oh, it never will be. The reason Hollywood was a success to begin with because you got all 4 areas like right there. If you need desert terrain, you can go to the desert.
Yeah, that's just
right there. You want ocean, it's right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Angie. No,
the Golden State, baby.
Joey's crystal ball is
just tarnished. It's just tarnished. That's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's the problem is everyone wants to go get famous, and you're like, yeah,
and they
that's
keep
not how it
coming, and
works.
they keep coming, and they keep coming, and they keep coming, and they pile up. Everybody says fuck California, and then half of their family ends up here in California, and the populace grows and grows, and nobody fucking puts back in.
Yeah.
They just.
But that's the problem is people aren't realizing that hey, just because you want to be part of Hollywood doesn't mean you can't actually have a real job. Like you can have a real job, be a productive member of society, and it's totally fine. But that's people like, no, I want to be famous. Hey, not everyone can be famous. Well, not everyone can be.
Thing too, you know, is that people
there comes to a point where there's too much give and not enough take, or too much take and not enough give.
Being an
everywhere though, that's
an absolute privilege, dude. Being an entertainer is an absolute privilege, and a lot of people don't have the sacrifice it takes, or they're just not realistic about it.
Well, I understand the healthcare thing, like the mental health care in California, the way it dropped the ball. That's bullshit. And I agree. I don't agree that they should come out and be able to grab somebody and commit them.
Right.
You know, right. I do believe there's certain things that they should go through, but I do believe that sort of mental health care should be reinstilled. But there's a way, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of stuff that they're doing. And like the tiny homes out here. Those places are around.
Tiny homes is nice, but tiny homes is a band-aid. At the end of the day, we have to ban Airbnbs. I know it's a fucking unpopular decision, but we have to make the taxes higher on, you know, people who have more than one property somehow. I'm not an expert on property tax law, but we can't have, you know, what's happening, Dorito, and all these companies.
Well, I know
everything. They buy 7, 8, 9, 10 houses. So one guy owns fucking 10 houses, and they're Airbnb it out. If you Airbnb the house, that doesn't mean there's no productive person in society there, no job there. You're losing it. You know what I mean? So that's just a fucking huge drain on the tax base. Another factor is nobody's having kids either. People aren't having kids because it's too expensive to have kids. So it's like until they address that and get some jobs, some decent paying jobs that aren't fucking, requiring 8 billion degrees, it's going to take a while. And the way the fucking country is now, I don't have an easy solution for that shit. But they got to address the housing affordability thing, and they got to get people some jobs.
Right. They just have to bring back manufacturing and industry back to domestic soil. That's it.
Well, some of that's kind of coming, like with what Dorito does with the 3D printing. I mean, it's inevitable that if as soon as the 3D printing technology gets better and better and better,
It is, yeah.
it's cheaper to eventually
And
we'll
it's
reach
getting
a
cheaper.
point where it's cheaper to produce a fucking cog in Fresno on a 3D printer than it is to fucking make it in China and ship it all the way across the ocean. They'll reach a time.
Yeah,
where-
see, that's going to be, I think, to me, a long time in the sense of certain things. It's not going to be a long time, but like you said, a cog and this and that. There's certain things that not only should be done right, but they should also be certified. And to me, a gear or a cog with certain things, that's one of them, dude. Because you don't want a 200, 300 horsepower engine with a 3D printed fucking cog on it. You know what I mean? Because it's just going to go at that point where that cog is, it's just going to go blammo.
Oh, and
And everything else is done, and it's So in that sense, just like the metal, I mean, there's going to be companies that will be certified to do certain things like that, and that I think is going to advance and be better. But that's just like machining.
Yeah,
there is a lot of things that cause cancer, Kane. But there's life in general can cause cancer, bro.
Right. Well,
Walking outside can
the
cause
cancer thing is
you don't have
wild.
the proper skin.
The cancer thing is wild, and I mean, we get into conspiracy talk when you start addressing shit like this. But I mean, there's a lot more people dying of cancer now than there was when we were growing up. I mean, not that
And
cancer wasn't
cancer
around,
is some
but
serious shit, dude. Been there, done that.
yeah, like, and there's
Read the book, didn't like it.
right. I mean, it causes a lot of people to make just crazy decisions in life that some would consider crazy, but some who not. I mean, if you're not getting cancer, it's probably a good decision, I guess.
Oh, bro,
But, these food additives, there's got to be something with the food additives and the cancer.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but I mean, we all eat the same thing.
aspartame.
People can act like they don't eat fast food and they avoid this and
Isn't
that.
that what
You can't avoid that shit. You're gonna eat fucking regular food, and maybe
Yeah.
1 in 100 people has a fucking homestead farm they could do that with. But most of us fucking have to eat the food we buy at the supermarket or at the restaurant. I mean, it's all got the same fucking
Yeah.
additives. So, I mean, it's
One
I
thing
don't
I know, my doctor told me one of the biggest things was phony sugars. He said, you know what? If you're gonna have sugar, have real sugar.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with the other stuff. Bad sugar. Real sugar is bad for you, but it's not going to give you cancer.
Well,
you have to worry about other shit besides the cancer.
and if you want to go even further, is like, just use honey. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, honey's real. That's it. Like, it's a basic
Or cane sugar as well.
cane sugar. Yeah, absolutely. And that's like, but that's the thing is, sugar isn't good for you in general, right?
Yep.
And I'm actually having this debate with my nephew. He's messaging me about my weight loss and everything, and I'm like, listen. He goes, oh well, fat's worse than sugar. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, your body needs fat, and your body can convert fat into glycogen for your brain and all that kind of stuff. It can't do that. Sugar is just sugar. All it does is just fucking mess with your entire body.
Well, a lot of fruits have natural sugars in it.
Yeah, and your body's like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Because
that's
it's combined.
in reality, that's the sugars you need. But
Yeah.
us as humans, and me more than any, I ain't got a lie to kick it, dude. I am a cherry Pepsi fiend, dude. My kingdom for a cherry Pepsi, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, and I am far from one of those guys. I eat candy.
bro, I eat canned cheese. I eat knockoff canned cheese. You ain't telling me nothing.
Not even name brand, Joey. God.
Clover Valley, bro. Clover Valley knockoff canned cheese from
Bro.
fucking Dollar General.
Listen,
Well-
I'll tell you this much. Like, I was up to 500 pounds, right? Like, I'm not trying to.
Hey, can I ask you something, dude? What lets you
Got
get?
your
I mean, were you over 400 for an extended period, or what?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
did you let yourself
Yes,
get that
yeah,
big?
dude.
My scale goes up to 450, and
Okay.
for about a year, I made it say E. Right. So, and the problem is, like, I carry my weight very well. So when I tell people that I was 450, they're like, pounds? Wait, how is that possible? I'm like, yeah, no, that's like, so I know that I was over 450 but at the same time, like it's a totally different scale. Like okay, so when I was up to, I don't know if this was on camera, but when we went up, when I visited with Joey, I weighed in at 310. Today I weighed in at 267, right? But like that's the thing is I hadn't eaten leading up to Joey's place. Okay, I weighed in the week before at 270, but then I ate for an entire week and was at Joey, and I'm like, yeah, I literally hadn't shit in a week. I was literally just filled with food. Like,
And he ate 9 cookies.
And then lost 10 pounds.
No, as soon as I came home and shit, I dropped like 15 pounds. Like, but it was a massive shit. But that's
Well, also too, when you're weighing yourself at home, when you're weighing yourself at home, Dino, you're probably in your boxers. You're probably in your boxers.
Yeah, I'm in my underwear and a t-shirt. That's it. Not even
What
socks.
people don't realize about Dino is that Dino has
About
the
an hour.
biggest shoes you will ever see in the world. They're like Shaq.
That's true.
They're like a size 18 fucking New Balance, dude, and they have the special support soles on them. Them shoes alone are 15 pounds, bro. No, them was just some fucking satellite dishes on your feet, dude. I've never seen shoes that big.
So, but that's the thing.
That's
right?
the funny thing, dude. Is you, Joey? You didn't look big. You look like you lost some weight next to Joey, because I know Joey's a bigger dude.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was funny because I was like, that dude's that. He's not that big.
No.
You know, I seen you next to Joey. I'm like, he's bigger.
Yeah, but I'm
he's
not
like. I thought
No.
you would dwarf even Joey,
No.
but
No.
Joey is a big motherfucker
This
too.
is the thing.
You know,
Like I am very broad. Like, and Joey can attest to that. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, it's a weird transition I'm going through because I'm like, I'm possibly some sort of octopus married with a gorilla. Like it's a very, and that's the thing is like I'm going down to like a full factory reset type weight, right? And
Now,
then
where was your
I'm going
mind
through-
when you were eating all that much and you were well into the 490s? Like, where was your like mentally? I mean, you've always been jolly, and you probably hide it well. Most guys do hide their mental health well. But like,
Yeah.
where were you at mentally when you were just like killing all the fried chicken or whatever you?
this
did?
is some good weed.
Well, maybe there's a little bit of that. In all honesty, like I and this is the thing like I've been noticing with a lot of people is that or a lot of my memories is that like I injured my back in 2002 2003 and I had 6 herniated discs. That resulted in me being in bed for about 2 years. And when I recovered, which I did recover, my wife at the time divorced me, and I left religion. My whole life fell apart. And the ramification of that, and then like, listen, depression and stuff like that. Like I lost a job that I was at for 15 years, drugs. There's any number of things I was experiencing, but like it wasn't until like now at this point only now am I starting to feel back like myself, right? So that's nigh on 20 plus years of depression plus who knows what, and even just like figuring your own shit out, right? Like I lost my dad, I recently lost my brother. Like there's a lot life has to throw at you, and you can. And also too, I'm the youngest of 5, and we had a very comfortable middle class. I have a house in Greece. Like it's a different mentality than you're like, well, everything's gonna be okay, right? And you're like, well, no, it's not. It's not okay. And like, and even still, I think about it. I'm like, man, I didn't think I would reach 30, let alone 40, right? So it's all those things factor in, and it's more so like you don't know what you don't know. So I'll just as an explanation, like my one buddy who does dragon boat racing, okay, like as a hobby, which I'm like, that number one, he's Asian, so I'm like, you're super Asian, but like it's a weird, like that's a very difficult thing to be as a hobby because you need real skills and real fitness to be a dragon boater, right? So he was like, he's getting married in October, and he was like, oh, I want to drop some weight, and I'm like, have you tried fasting before? And he's like, well, I don't think I could. I'm like, so you're saying I'm better than you? And he's like, I guess. And I'm like, okay, then shut the fuck up. Like, so like even just doing something simple as like OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, it makes a difference. And you start to realize, so like men of our age category start getting like weird, going, oh, why the fuck does that hurt now? Right. And then you're like a knee, and you're like, God damn it, that was fine yesterday, right? little things like that. You're like, what your body, like inflation happens, it's your body trying to heal itself, but your body is retarded. So like when I do this, like, so I've been having problems with this shoulder. And like now I'm on a 3-day fast that's following, like I'm doing another 3 days. So I'm eating tomorrow morning and then I'm going another 3 days. And then it's my birthday, which I'm like, I'm going to eat like ribs and shit and cornbread. So, cause you know,
So you're not eating at all.
so water, lemon water, carbonated water, and I can have coffee with heavy cream. That's it.
No celery, no carrots.
Cracker, not even a fucking cracker.
Nothing. Zero.
For 3 days.
So 3 days will be tonight at 6 p.m.
Now, keep in mind, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is a thing to get healthy. This is not a lifestyle. Like once you're healthy, say you're down to $195, 210, whatever your goal weight is.
Yeah.
You just eat a normal diet and get normal exercise. This is something to get. Like you can't sustain fast, but fasting will get you down to where you need to be. Correct.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll be right back too.
Isn't it bad for you?
No, not at all. So, okay, remember, if you're very thin and athletic and you start fasting, your body is going to start eating bone and muscle.
Yeah.
Not good, right? For me, I'm like, I'm still like, okay, here. Look.
Yeah, no,
I still got fat, right? There's no, and even like, so right now, like my arms are starting to come in, but at the same time, like I'm starting to get this line, which I'm very proud about. Like it's like, ooh, there's a shadow right here. Right? But I'm like,
see, look, I don't even have that no more, bro.
But that's the thing. I'm like, but I still got this. And I'm like, if I eventually want to get surgery or something, it has to be just skin left. Like there can't be any extra fat. So, like all that being said, like it's actually not that bad. Like the only real concern is, if you're fasting and you start to feel faint, you've gone too far, right? And that may be like you have to stay very hydrated. You have to be like cognizant of how much activity you're doing. All those things factor in, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm the laziest person alive, so it's not that bad. But I'm like, for me, like, come on, how many times have people been like, "Oh, you got to get to the gym 9 times a week"? Get fucked, right? Immediately. It's just not what we want to do. Whereas, like, hey, just skip a meal every once in a while. You're like, oh, that's totally manageable.
Well, see, that's like me. I will, like you said, the 1 meal a day thing. I do that a lot of times. But I'll also have. It's not just like I'll eat 1 meal a day, but I'll have like maybe some, like a stick of beef and cheese. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or I'll have like the mozzarella with the pepperoni around, or with the salami around it. I'll have one of those or something like that. But that's to me what I consider fasting. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
Where I eat 1 meal a day and may very occasionally during the day have just a little tiny something.
Yeah.
To just let my stomach know it's there.
Yeah. And so that's the thing is like, even if you don't eat, honestly, Angie, by the way, congratulations. That's awesome. Good for you. And you know what? Like I don't drink in general at home. So it wasn't a big transition for me, but also like, it's I'm like, if I'm going out, I'll have drinks because I'm not a loser. Right. But that's the thing. So like, when it comes to fasting, even if you if you go 24 hours between meals, you start to see benefits of inflammation and stuff like that. All sorts of things just start dropping, right? Yeah. Hey, what's up, McT? You dirty bastard. But like, it's not. It's with regard to what Joey was asking about sustainability. Like, for me, and what I've heard from a lot of people is that there are 2 sides of it. Is that leading up to or recovering from, say, a very indulgent weekend or vacation, a good remedy is to bring you back down quick is fasting, right? Clean everything out. Your body will go through all of its doodads and it's fine. But in general, the idea of intermittent fasting, where you're like, I only have a 4-hour window a day where I eat, or I do OMAD or something like that, is 100% sustainable without, like, they're even medically, they're like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's more so just that if you have a very active lifestyle, well then no, you can't do that, right? Like, so this buddy who's doing that, he's lost 23 pounds, like, and he had a gut, but not like he was a physical guy. Like he works out daily. So now he's trying to balance between, like, he did a 2-day fast. He was like, yeah, that was a little too much for me. I'm like, if you feel faint, you've gone too far. You need to eat something.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
because that's you can injure your body, you can injure your physical, like you can fall, you can hurt yourself, all those kind of things are factors, right? So it really comes down to, as long as you're okay. Like for me, because I'm on day 3, like I did a little bit of working out today. I did my hanging and stuff, nothing too arduous. I did like some grip exercises, nothing huge, right? But I've also downed like 3 liters of water so far. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna piss like a racehorse soon. So you just have to find that balance for each individual. But after that, yeah, the sky's the limit, right? It's not as bad. Like, and also too, I stay away from bread as much as possible. Like I'll still eat like chicken tenders because I'm a dirty bastard, right? Like
Tortillas.
oh, see, I like corn tortilla, right?
See, I'm a flour tortilla guy. I love.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not saying I'd reject it. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm just trying to, be not bad.
Yeah.
But like, that's the whole thing is like, and also too, like a pita bread or a tortilla, hands down, I have no problem with a slice of bread. Like if somebody's like, oh, Wonder Bread, I'm like, I will stab you in your eyeball. Like you are a piece of dog shit, right? Like that's not bread, right?
Well,
It's
you
cake.
can get the whole grains too. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about calories burnt versus calories taken in. If you have a deficit, you're going to lose weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I prefer the exercise a little bit more method. You got to find an activity you like. If you like swimming, if you
Definitely.
like fucking biking,
I'm going to
like
be honest
basketball,
with you.
there's activities for everybody, but don't underestimate the activity you're doing. Some people get in an elliptical for 15 minutes and then go get 3 large fries and Burger King. It's not going to work. Not going to work.
Well,
You're still going to get in there.
The only bread I hate, and I love breads, all kinds of breads, sourdough, doesn't matter, all kinds of breads. Love them to death. Hey, Captain, is that like $12 per loaf multi-grain bread?
Oh, it's not even good. It's not even good.
No, I don't see the point in it, dude. And my wife gets that on occasion, dude. And I'm like, why we're buying a brick of gold?
It's just marketing. It's not even good bread. It's not like that's the thing is the biggest thing is the sugar content in bread is what kills you, right? Because you're like, there is no sugar in a tortilla or a pita bread or like it's not right. It's sugar that I stay away from as much. Like that is like I adamantly like I'll have ice cream and then I'll feel like shit for 2 days. But it's right. Like I don't drink pop anymore, which I'm like that's fucking weird. Because I used to have like A&W root beer and Dr. Pepper in my house like a fucking king, and now I'm like.
If
nothing.
I shaved the 4 to 5 Pepsis a day that I drink,
I don't blink.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'd see an immediate difference.
25 pounds, dude.
For sure.
Welcome to the party, Captain. How are you today, sir?
Grand. I'm just home from work, and actually I'm just chilling for half an hour before I go to the gym. So
You and your Italian self. It's very nice.
yeah, I know.
Good deal.
I mean, come on, Captain, get it straight. You're Irish.
Fuck off.
He's fucking Ulster, bro. He's the Church
Yeah,
of Ulster.
see that flag up there?
Mm.
That's a British flag. So no, I'm going over to the gym tonight. I do a bit of boxing and on a Wednesday night, so I'm just home from work. I'm literally gonna fucking lie down for half an hour, take a weight off my feet and stuff because it's been a long day, and then go over and do a wee bit, so
Stick the fasting up your rusty sheriff's badge.
Stick to passing up the rusty sheriff's badge. It's a party time.
yeah.
Hey man,
And
that's
and
because nobody loves you. That's fine.
the football's back on Friday night. The proper football starts Friday night again. So
I ordered a Lionel Messi Inter Miami jersey, bro. So I might do a giveaway. That pink one, I got off DHgate. They said it was shipped. So that's a badass jersey. Like it's got that fucking pink and black color scheme. I fuck with it.
I can't ever wear a shirt for a team I don't support. I just won't do it. I see when you see people used to. I had a friend. Actually, last time we were in Vegas, he went into the Nike store and bought a fucking Real Madrid shirt because of the David Beckham on the back of it. I went, fuck off. For one thing, he played for Man United. For another, he's English, and for a third, you don't fucking support Real Madrid. So fuck off. But yeah. But it works. I mean, that's why Messi's in Miami. The amount of interest there is in down there, and I mean Doritos Mob are probably all football fans because the Spanish love their football.
Oh,
They do love the soccer out here. That's for sure, man.
dude.
Football.
All the places when we were in Honduras,
it's not
we were
football. It's football. Football.
Yeah, depends where you're
Football.
from.
Football
But-
on Telemundo.
But
Football.
sorry, Joey, I've said this: the American national team will get better and better because the demographics keep changing. See, the more Hispanics come over the border, they love their soccer. They love it and they're good at it. The South Americans coming over, you know, and they will improve the national side. You know,
Wasn't
and-
there some sort of World Cup something out here last year or a few years ago or something?
it was a while back.
Yeah,
back,
before
you know,
COVID,
so
pre-COVID, wasn't it?
I can't. To be honest, Northern Ireland never qualified for. Northern Ireland haven't qualified for a World Cup since 1986.
I seem
So,
to
I've
remember
no
something
interest.
out here, and it was pretty crazy back when
Yeah,
that was going on.
I think it might have been the women's, in fairness, you know, but because they are doing their best to make women's football interesting, but it's not. It's pace.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie
so-
to you on that tip,
It's the
dude. When
worst.
fucking Sweden beat fucking the U.S. Women's National Team.
Love it.
Oh, dude, and they're supposed to represent America, but that felt like such a fucking victory.
I-
'Cause that was the same week Lizzo, all that Lizzo shit came out. Oh, I felt so
Oh.
placated. God, it was a great week, right?
Yeah,
By
it
the way-
couldn't have happened to a nicer cunt than your woman Megan Rapinoe.
Oh.
Fuck, Megan
Also,
Rapinoe.
and
Yeah, we
guys, the new nickname for Lizzo is Our Belly.
are.
They asked your woman's just retired. She's won the World Cup twice, and they asked her what's the best thing you've done in your career. And she said, "Get equal pay, not win the World Cup, not represent women in the world stage."
I hope she gets just
You know,
everyone forgets about her and she can just go off into
and
the
then
cloud.
there's a
I'm
video doing there is some wee lad. I mean, wee lad
1994 was when that happened.
was it? Because
Oh.
the guy I can't remember, it was Lalas or something. You call him with the red hair, was it, and the beard? He played guitar and stuff. But your woman's at some awards thing, and a wee lad takes over a wee football to sign, and she signs it, but she doesn't even acknowledge, she doesn't even look at him. You know, you just think, you fucking cunt. Every one of them sports stars are where they are because people want pay to go and watch them.
Yeah.
So to disrespect fans like that, you fuck right off. I don't care what sport it is. I don't care what who they are. The fans put them where they are. Their talent gets them that place, but it's us that pay their wages. It's us that pay for the TV and buy the shirts and buy tickets and all and travel for fucking miles. You know.
Right. Without the fans, yeah, you're just out there, adults playing a fucking kid's game. I mean, it's in all cases. I mean, and it's like if you make the money for your organization, sweet, you deserve it. Like fucking, say what you want about LaMelo Ball. If he gets $40 million a year and fucking the team makes money, he's worth the $40 million a year. But if you're out there and you're not making money for your organization, cough, WNBA, just be quiet and perform better. You look what happens in college basketball, women's college basketball. Women's college basketball is popular as fuck. We love it. It's amazing. It's because they fucking shut their mouths and play the goddamn sport. Grateful for the fucking stage you're given. Then you do that in the WNBA too.
Hey Joey, speaking of games, can we? I got a question about my Deadpool here.
Okay.
The name, the English guy. Can you look up on there? I can't remember. Is John something? I can't remember his
He's
last
still
name.
alive. He's still
Is
alive.
he?
Yes.
Speaking of still alive, it's Mick T, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, buddy?
Mick.
Oh, you'll just let anyone on here, wouldn't you, Joey? God damn.
Oh yeah. Well, we have an international. We have 4 different countries representing the panel right now. How cool is that, right? England,
We
Canada,
have 9,000 pounds of human. It's great.
What was his name? Joey? John what?
John. Wait, who are we talking about?
The Captain Baptist said he's still alive.
I can't remember his name, but I'd have heard if he died because it would have been all over.
I got the list right. I got the list right here. Hold on.
Not one of the selfish bastards on my list has died. Not one of them.
I'm in the lead. So unless somebody else dies, I'm probably gonna win that shit. Oh, is it Nigel Stern or something?
No.
That could. You sure that could be?
A Place in the Sun was the show.
Let me bring up the
But
list.
Gilbert survived, didn't he?
Yeah, because Rod Gilbert had cancer, so I thought he was a good one. I genuinely thought somebody would neck Meghan, your woman Merkel. She deserved to go, but she's still alive.
Yeah.
John James Irwin.
John James Irwin. Let's see. I'll read your list. You got Willie Nelson.
Right, I'll Google him here.
I think that was his name.
Ayatollah.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
make sure that it's the same one
You got Billy
that I'm
Idol.
talking about.
That might not be him. Hold on. Right.
Let's check TMZ, see if there's any recent deaths. Let's
This
see.
in the Sun. Presenter dying. Johnny Irwin. Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
So
Did someone pick Bam Magara?
I don't know.
Which one?
I don't know. It'll
the
be
guy
next.
from Jackass, Bam Majara. That's
Let's see. Let me do a control
no.
F
That's
here.
that's a sort of fucker lived for years.
Yeah, so he was the
Yeah.
first round pick. He was the first round pick of somebody.
Travis Pastrana is still alive.
Yeah, that was Paul's first round pick was Bam Margera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show me my list, Joey. I can't even remember half the people I picked. I took a real
It's
flyer.
up here.
to them.
Let me see if I can zoom in here. Hold on.
No, you just need to go across. I think.
Oh, I do have Nigel Starner Smith. I thought. Okay.
Where's Captain at? Captain.
I was near the end of it, so I'll be one of the last columns.
Come,
No,
where
I'm
are
not
you?
there.
Captain. Oh, here you go.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we go.
Rod
Rod Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yeah, he had Salman Rushdie. You know, he was a close one. 6'9". Bill Nye, Meghan Markle. I thought was Andrew Tate still a possibility. Jordan
Yeah,
Peterson was looking
definitely.
ill and ill. Yeah. Bill Clinton. Have you seen Bill Clinton recently? How fucking old he's looking.
Right? Fucking.
No.
He doesn't do many public appearances these days.
I know. The problem is I've picked a few. I mean, I'm hopeful there and picking Greta Thunberg and fucking Meghan Markle and stuff.
Right.
you
A
know.
lot of these are people you want to see die as opposed to people who are ill. I get it.
Yeah. Well, Rod Gilbert had cancer. Thought he was a surgeon. Solomon Rushdie that fucking just stabbed in the face. They blinded him in one eye. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, Connie's got
I'll
Bob
go
Barker.
for
Bob
all of
Barker
them.
might even age out of it because he's about to turn
Yeah.
99. He's about
Yeah.
to turn.
Damar Hamlin adjusted that heart attack. Then you know.
That the Damar Hamlin thing is a funny one, dude. I
Yeah.
think that I mean, like, say you're out there and you're playing football this year. How are you gonna hit that guy at full speed, knowing what happened last time? I mean, I don't know if how this is gonna work out. You know what I mean?
I
It's-
could
it's-
swear Alan Alda would have.
You know why? If you hit him hard enough, he's not getting back up to chase you and hit you back. So
Yeah, he did a diss track. It's been out for a little while. It's pretty sad. Yeah.
oh
yeah,
he
Steve
wants to fight.
actually responded to him about his diss track and talking about how well his autographed skateboards are doing right now.
Yeah, he wants to fight Johnny Knoxville and all, and you know the problem.
yeah.
Johnny Knox. There's two things. Johnny Knoxville apparently is a prick in real life. Apparently he's a real asshole. But that at least he's funny on camera. Bam was never funny. Bam was the one that just used to pick up his dad on the show, and he wasn't funny. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I get
So-
what you mean on that one.
We had Chris Rabb on the show about 2 years ago. If you ever want to go back and check it out, Rabb himself. He was the guy who did the running a shit, or you know some things you never see, taking somebody running at full speed, taking a shit, and then he fucking did it. So I asked him about that. It was a great fucking show. I like that guy. He was funny, man.
Rabb
himself. Oh yeah. So that's probably the closest of the Jackass crew we'll get on here. I've tried emailing those other guys. I ain't getting no response. It's been with this strike now. A lot of these guys aren't doing the shows because of the strike. So I gotta.
What about Wee Man?
I've
No,
tried.
I was thinking
I've tried all the midgets, bro. Or little
Wee
people.
Man owns he owns Chronic Tacos out here. He owns a couple things out this way.
Well, Joey, the last Jackass film was terrible, and did some fucking tart in it that just she was there just so that a woman in it, and she did nothing. But you might get her.
yeah,
You might not want to get her, but she's not. You know, I mean, I don't without being cheeky. She, you know, some of the others might just think, no, I'm bigger. You know, like Steve who's got his own podcast and stuff.
Right.
But she,
Yeah.
you know, you might get her from it, and she was worth looking at from memory, but she just wasn't funny.
that newer
It's funny,
crew.
so
I
I
don't know.
said I was going to see that, dude, and I never did. I say I'm going to see all these movies and shows. I just never get around to it.
I've loved all the Jackasses. I just thought was terrible.
Mike,
Oh,
hey,
so-
what's up, buddy?
I've lived some things of Jackass, not from Jackass,
I
but
thought,
copy it. Oh boy.
I thought Dirty Sanchez were better than Jackass, but maybe
They
because I'm British.
Yeah, they were nuts. I'm not sure what translate Mick is the problem, but they were, you know, they were brilliant. Yeah, there's one that Joey.
At one
Joey
time,
likes him.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead, Reno.
No, go ahead, brother.
There's a. Do you remember Goldie Looking Shane? Mickey,
Yeah.
the band.
Yeah.
They were famous stoners. They might do something like Joey's show, because for a while they were massive here in the UK, and they used to go on and they used to
Yeah,
cut
for
this there
sure.
quickly. They could roll joints and stuff, and they were massive
Yeah.
for a while. They're just this Welsh band, rap band, and they did a
Yeah,
song.
that song went viral because it was so
Yeah.
comedic. That Fresh
Yeah,
Prince of Cumbria.
Yeah, your mother has a penis was one of their big hits, and fuck, what was Jesus? I can't remember the guns don't kill people, rappers do. That's
on that note,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
good
bounce.
song.
You guys have a good
Gotta
day.
get out of here,
Nice
guys.
seeing y'all.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks for
dude.
sticking around for 2 hours, man. Appreciate it. Much love.
Later.
Yeah. But Captain, are you a Liverpool fan?
Yes.
Yeah, show him your tattoo, bro.
Right.
He has a fucking tattoo. He has a badass tattoo. Show me your fucking. It's right in his
If
arm. Here it is.
if you want the shirt,
There's a fucking.
that's all
fan
right,
right there.
isn't it?
Right, that's actually kind of badass, man. I love it. Oh, let's see. Let me get this big.
Where's Huddersfield? Nick?
North of England.
Huddersfield, it's about 5 minutes away from me. But Captain, if you want a shirt, a Liverpool shirt, right, I got this direct from the manufacturer. It come from Philippines, and it cost me £13 delivered.
Right. Yeah.
So if you
I'd
go
be
to
honest,
JJ Sport 00, any football
Right.
shirt you want, it's like 13 quid. It's original, you know what I mean? But don't bother going to stores.
I haven't bought a football shirt in years. I don't like wearing them out. It's the problem. And if I'm arsed about the house, I'd rather just have a t-shirt on, So I was going to get. I ordered a Linfield one, which is my local side here. They're like Belfast version of Rangers, But
Yeah.
literally about 5 minutes after I put the order in, I got an email back saying we've refunded your money that sold out of them. I went, well, okay then.
Now check that
But-
JJ Sport 00 out.
Yeah.
Serious cheapest chips. But Premier League starts next week, but Championship started last week.
This week, Friday night.
Yeah, but we've already started in
Yeah,
Championship.
Man City play Burnley Friday night. So
They play
Yeah,
in a place.
Leeds plays Shrewsbury in a couple of hours at Carabao Cup.
I like Leeds. I have a soft spot for Leeds. I have friends that are Leeds guys, and I see the year they got the big points deduction, which I thought was a bit unfair. The fact that they were that close to making it back up, despite losing 21 points, wasn't it? Ever since then, I've sort of half adopted them,
I think the Tottenhams have done well since they've come in, mate. I mean, their plans for this new stadium, mate, is really nice. Really nice stadium we're getting. So,
Hey, Mick, you ever heard of a place called the Parish?
Parish in Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate Seeley, he's in a band called, what's his band called now?
Voodoo played there last night with Red Demon.
I might have seen him before. 'Cause like I said down at uni, it's just such a small place, mate. It's West Yorkshire. Huddersfield, like I say, it's 12 mile away.
Yeah, they played there last
But
night.
that's like 4 accents away, should I say. But I know, my mate Seeley, I can't remember what band he's in, but he plays at Parish all the time. It's a big university, little town. There's another bar there as well. Birdcage, I think it's called.
I'm looking to see
Iron
where
Void,
they're at.
my mate's in Iron Void in that band, because every town has got a genre of music that they play. So all the metal and all the stuff like that. That's in Huddersfield. Wakefield, the big raggy and punk town.
Yeah, they play with a band called Red Demon last night, and one other band.
Get girly. Show for the beach. Now that's the most beach person I know in the YouTube community is Skid Girly. She loves her some beach. She's the one to sit around in the bathing suit all day and do nothing. I'd like that job. Sit around in the bathing suit all day and do nothing. Give me that job. After a while, your feet would probably get the water, probably wrinkle your feet up too much, but it'd be a fun job for a while.
Yeah.
I have to go back in the air conditioning, then I have to go back to the beach in the air conditioning. Oh my, yeah, if you go out there, dude, and you're getting any kind of jerseys, I think some people call them kits, whatever, just go on DHgate or the fucking foreign sites like Mick was saying. You're fucking pennies on a dollar. I look at it like this, dude. Like the Browns will charge you fucking $130 for a jersey at the team shop. Fuck out of here. You know, and that's not even a quality. You watch them twice and they fall apart. I'll just give the money directly to the Chinese. Cut out the fucking NFL. You know, I ain't get no problem with that. Whatever. I mean, if it was legal, they wouldn't. If it was illegal, they wouldn't be able to ship to the United States. You know what I mean? The copyright guys beyond that shit. She's gonna be in the beach in 2 days. Hell yeah, we was on the beach yesterday. In the last week, man, we loved it. Jimmy cried when we were going home, bro. It sucked. It's so sad. We'll definitely go back. Hell yeah. We got there. We all love Leeds. Okay.
That's Leeds United's colours. That's their colours.
It's a nice beer.
So they last night they stopped at some noodle house that's by there. I guess by that place. A place called. You ever heard of a place called Chopsticks Noodle Bar, Mick?
No.
Yeah, they stopped over there to get some. Look at it's funny as hell, dude. They call him a skeptical Mexican when it goes to food. He's shaking his head. Chopsticks Noodle Bar. If you look real close, it shows a churro.
Nice.
Churros
Churros are good, bro.
Yeah, but a churro is Mexican. It's not. It has nothing to do with chopsticks, dude. So he's like
I said, that's a different town, mate. They're a bit. Well, I don't know. It's a local shop for local people in Huddersfield. You know, I'm like proper Yorkshire. I'm like meat and two veg kind of guy. Well, no, well, in the meat and Sunday roast department. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just funny his facial expression. Dude, look at it. He's just like, hold on. Oh, damn.
So why didn't you travel with him?
Why am I going to go to? Dude, first of all, that's a lot of money, and I ain't about that. 1, 2, I got kids and a family, and 3, I'm not needed for that.
Right. Okay.
And also we have to acknowledge
the local
the fact
stuff I help out with. Otherwise, that dude, it's not.
And Dorito has no musical ability whatsoever. We have to throw that out there as well. I say this as a person who also has no musical ability.
I might know a little bit more, not maybe about the instruments, but I might know a little bit more about some things than you do.
I thought he was roadie / security for them. That's all. So
no, not security whatsoever. And roadie, if you want to call it, I handle the local stuff. You know, do I get paid for it? Yeah, but it's more of a friend thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Those gigs don't pay like. I mean, they probably don't even barely even pay.
Au contraire, mon frere.
Yeah, for the. I mean, well, I'm saying for like for Dorito to even, you know, they would have to put Dorito on the payroll, and for Dorito even to have that to be justifiable, you know, what I mean, it'd have to be like $2,000 a week, I would imagine, you know, to be on the road, and they couldn't have a $2,000 Dorito in the budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
If Dorito was like 23 and fucking a female and he had big ass titties, maybe they'd have money for Dorito in the budget, but we gotta be
real. If I was in my 20s and I wasn't married and I didn't have a totally committed job, would I want to go on something like that? And could I probably go as long as I covered myself on certain parts? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Would I get paid for
once you got kids, I 100% understand. Yeah. You can't. That's the reason I'm not on a world tour right now. I mean, I try to tour the world as much as I can with kids, but you know, it's at the end of the day, if you got kids, you got responsibilities and shit like that. You know, it's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
you know? I can't just up.
Typical American though, flying out all the way around the world. You know what I mean? And instead of trying out the local cuisine, he goes to the Navy's taco bar.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When Joey come here, he didn't see one police car or one taco bar in sight. You know what I mean? At all. And your mate goes to one of the most obscure towns. Do you know what I mean? Where they're inbred more than the Whitakers. And it happens to find a place that sells American food in a noodle bar. Do you know what I mean? That shit, you couldn't write that down.
They go a lot of places, bro. And he's vegan for the most part.
It's always a red flag when you go to a food place and it's theoretically it's a kebab shop, but you can get fucking burgers and pizzas and all. That's
Yeah.
never a good sign. When you can walk in and get any bit of crap you want, it's never going to be good.
Yeah.
It just isn't.
No.
I mean,
No,
they've traveled tons of places. They've eaten at a ton of places. Like, for the most part, he's vegan. He tries to stay that way.
That's even worse. He won't be allowed off the plane.
But how's he supposed to have a full English breakfast if he can't have sausage and bacon and blood
Right,
pudding?
you gotta do as they do, bro. You gotta eat where the locals eat. I mean, within reason. I mean, you don't want to, like, if you're in some remote Indian village and you're not used to their diet region, you don't want to eat that. But like, if you're in a first world country and you go over there, just enjoy the local food, man. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I imagine they've eaten plenty of places. I'm sure.
I gotta go down to Columbus tonight. We're going to see
Vegan hippie food.
AEW. I think it's
Rabbit
all extreme wrestling. Whatever the fuck it is, it's a wrestling thing. The wife likes wrestling, so we're going. I got events. I said this earlier. But I got events. 4 events in the next 4 days. I got this fucking wrestling thing tonight. Tomorrow is a thing for Nikki's school. Then Friday, fucking Browns game, and then Saturday is an LL Cool J concert.
Oh, is the NFL back as well?
Yeah, preseason's starting now. Yeah, regular season starts in September. Yeah.
I will say, Livestock. One thing about them is, like, especially Ephraim, he's full on for the most part vegan. I mean, he may rare occasion eat something, but that dude's full of energy, dude, and he's in his higher 40s. You know what I mean? And that guy bounces around like a freaking spider monkey on Mountain Dew, dude. He's like worse than Luch when it comes to bouncing around.
Yeah. I'm going to scooch anyway because Leeds match is starting shortly, so I'm off to go watch football.
Take it easy.
Later, man.
All right, see you later, guys.
Yeah, later, bro. Yeah, we'll wrap this up here in a couple minutes. I'm not gonna.
I'm going to go to the gym shortly anyway. I'll need to pop
Yeah, I
on and
gotta
say
go
hello.
to the gym,
So,
All right, so this might be a good time to just wrap it up, anyways. Thanks for coming out for everybody. Dino, Mick, Gavin, Dorito, everybody who's in panel, everybody in chat, Blake, Livestock, Angie, Ski Girl, everybody. We love you guys. We'll be back Friday. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
You're out Friday. You're at the Browns
Yeah,
game.
the game don't start till 7:30, so I can still do the regular show, and maybe I'll have her nonstop over, and we'll just have a bullshit session before the game, something like that. But we'll still be live Friday. And now now that I'm back from vacation, I got to email the like 4 or 5 people I had in the queue that are coming up. Constantine Marolis, and then Scott Sable's gonna be on, and also there's this local guy named Marco Cuerva, and he has an airplane. He wants to take me up in his plane, so that's not gonna be a live, but we'll get some good footage from that. That's gonna be a banger. Like, he legit has a fucking plane. He says, "Yeah, come on up, man." He's really excited.
Why can't you go live from the plane?
I guess I could. I don't know what the reception's gonna be like at fucking 5,000 feet, though. You know what I mean? I could try it. Fuck it. You know?
Yeah, you never know. You're closer to the satellites. You never know. You're making a better signal.
Right. All fucking 5G like booming signal and shit. I love it.
Fucking cool.
Major Tom to ground control.
All right, you guys. All right, so we'll see you next time, Friday, 5:30. Like I said, we'll just talk about whatever. Peace. We'll see you guys.
Later,
Hey,
guys.
guys.